the gangbangers. Let me bring up my notes. Derp, derp,
Hmm.
derp. Sorry, I swear I have my life together. Session 23. So, we are down in the underground. Real Harbin, his eyes are sunken in, skin is pale, he's weak, arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti, he's battered and bloodied. His right ring finger is missing completely, and it's been poorly cauterized. He holds up his head, and the first thing he says is, John. John must get to the mine, Mountain Toe, very soon. It's urgent. I don't know what day it is anymore. Could be weeks, just hours, doesn't matter. Rothun heals him. He continues to say, my brother at Lager's camp, last we spoke, things were bad. Couldn't feed the camp, no deliveries, no supplies. He sounds desperate. Tells us that we have to help him. This wasn't supposed to happen. And then I have the information about the Mountain Toes mine and the Loggers camp quest. Um, he also asks a bit Big Al, lets the party know that the others are still down here. He's heard them screaming, that it echoed through the stone night after night. Um, Denali and Rothun go to move him to someplace more comfortable. And in doing so, his other finger falls out of his pocket. Rothun has a bitch made moment and is like, ew, can't touch it, that's gross. And then I believe it was Katil who went and picked it up and kind of just put it back in his pocket. Um, we get him back up to Big Al, deposit him with them. After he has told us that Rayloff isn't Rayloff, Denali is very uncomfortable and is like, why are we walking around with a gangbanger? Like, you guys known this whole time. Group convinces her that he's not a doppelganger, that Harbin is just delirious. Um, Rathun is informed that Anek and Lance were replaced by doppelgangers, just like Alaric and Rogan had been. Once Harbin is with Big Al, the group goes to investigate more of what is beneath Harbin's home. We find the real Alaric and the other people. Um, they tell us that there are more people beyond the other door. We go in there. We find a dead mail carrier, a dead grandma, and like two or three dead drow. Rayloff has like an existential crisis, and he needs to go back up because the further down that we go, the worse it gets. So he and Katil head out. Um, we steal an adamantine door, and I think that's where we left off.
And sorry, you cut off.
Oh, I think that's where we. This fucking headset is going to irritate me. I said I think that's where we left off.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so a couple things real quick. You guys were heading back upstairs. The adamantine doors on the tensor's floating disk. Um, I believe. Frick, where are my notes? I don't have my notes. Rothun
Um,
rolled a 17 and Denali rolled a 9, I think, on a perception check to kind of look uh, through all corners of this place. But everyone else is kind of going upstairs. Um, Unfortunately, with the 17 roll, it wasn't. You don't really find anything else. Question though, are you guys going up the? Oh, I didn't start the map.
yeah, I was gonna say because I wanted to definitely check what was at the top of the stairs and that dark area with the red arrow that I marked. I wanted to see what that was about. That was the last thing I remember on the map. I'm blind. Other than that,
Of course, sh-
oh,
awesome.
unless I could do the website version.
The map's not up.
Was it gonna do this crap to me again? Oh my gosh, it's gonna do this to me again. One second, guys. Don't look at the stream.
Don't look
When
at
you say
it.
that, I'm gonna go look at the fucking stream.
Don't look at the stream.
I actually do need to bring it up, but I'm not gonna watch. But I'm gonna lurk so you have the view.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to do is the dude.
Oh yeah, I can't access the map on the mobile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm blind.
1 sec.
Help! Help me!
Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry. Freaking OBS has been really messing lately. It's not allowing me to choose between the different browsers I have open. So I gotta do some finagling here. There we go. Okay. Okay. I am starting the map. You guys can. Okay. Okay, so you don't really find anything in the rest of the place. As far as the stairwell, I know you guys were over there. Are you going to go up it at all? The staircase, the spiral staircase heading up?
E.
I don't know, but I do remember something that I didn't say in the notes. Polly had Cuddles zoom down
Cuddles.
that, yeah, down that hallway
Yep.
to go and see how far it goes. What that tunnel
Okay.
do.
So as far as that portion, when Polly resummons the cat, I wrote to her what the cat will tell her, so she can tell you guys at once. But yeah, Denali and Rothune, as far as this staircase, you gonna go up it, or are you just gonna go out the way?
I feel that
I
if we
will.
are going to explore, we may as well explore in depth.
I most definitely agree. Let's go ahead and ascend the staircase. Leave no stone unturned, my tall friend. Upwards!
I,
And then he'll start clacking.
I don't believe these stairs are meant to be turned.
That the stairs what?
Are not meant to be turned.
You know what? Fair enough. It would probably collapse. So let's clack on them delicately.
She will nod, kind of confused, and then begin. Are you riding me again? Are you back on my shoulders? Or are you walking? Because I know you had jumped down at one point.
He probably would unless it looks like he's gonna be hitting his head along the way. Then he'll probably hop off to to just walk up.
Yeah, how tall is Denali? Like 6 foot something or 7 foot?
7'11". Let me double check. It should be
7'11"?
something like that. She's as tall as she can be without being like outside of
Yeah,
the character.
I would
height.
say it would. You would probably have to duck a little bit, Denali. So you probably wouldn't be able to carry.
Okay.
But
Above the table, Denali would duck enough for herself. But unless like you were on her and she didn't duck enough for you and like you got hit, she would not like think, like it would not cross her mind to, because she's
bonk, bonk, bonk.
yeah. So like after the first time, she would try to be more aware. Try being like the operative word there. But yeah, if you're not on her, she would duck just enough to get under the doorways.
You know, looking probably between like where he is right now and then the stairs. He'll think of probably like when he bopped his head the first time on the door frame, and he'll be like, you know what? We can be solo dolo for this one, and then he'll slide down.
Okay. So to kind of move through this quickly, you guys can it basically leads up to a trap door that's right underneath the town master's hall in Fandolin.
Ooh.
It's about yeah, it's a if you do the math, it is like pretty much spot on from where Harbin's house is to. I was very proud of myself for finding a map that would allow that. But anyways,
Kudos to
so
you.
yeah, it's a what? Yeah. So yeah, it basically leads up to like a trap door, that's in like a secret room, in the town master's hall, and currently the door, it's like in a separate room in the town master's hall, and that room is locked, so you can't really get out of it. But um, you'll know that it's the town master's hall. You'll see like maybe a desk with some papers like with Harbin's name on it, things like that. So it's
What
just like a secondary entrance into this tunnel
what kind of
system.
door
Go ahead.
is it upstairs where you said the door is locked? What kind of door is it? Just wood?
It's just like like a wood trapdoor thing that might be like under a carpet or something. Like it might take a couple tries, but you'll get through it. It isn't that hard.
Okay, she would definitely open it because she wouldn't know that. I mean, this is her first time here, so she wants to be thorough in it and would.
You keep on going in and out again.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, I am. Today is just.
My Discord server or what? But like, I don't know why.
I don't know, but is this any better? Because I've been messing with the. Hold on.
There's also the Discord mic sensitivities in
Yeah,
the
I've been
settings.
messing with that all day, and it's.
Do you
Is
have a
this better?
fan going on in the back, like behind you?
Daniel has the AC on, but he's always had the AC on. Like, it hasn't been an issue before
Okay.
today. Is this better? I turned the
Okay.
sensitivity down quite a bit rather than turning it up. So is this coming in like clearer and better so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, down always damn, oh my god, it betters the pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you put it up higher, like it takes louder voice for your mic to pick up. When it's down lower, you can like whisper. Yeah.
I thought it was backwards. Okay, so we'll see if this works better. Thank
Sound
you.
good.
I was like, higher is better. It is not. But yeah, Denali, not knowing the layout of the Town Master Hall or the town of Phandalin at all, she would definitely open it, do whatever it took to get it open to see where it went and stuff like that.
Okay. Like the door in the room, like going into the rest of the town master's hall. Is that what you're talking about?
All of it, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you really want to break down the door,
I do. I'm choosing violence.
you maybe Rothun wants to try to pick it first.
Yeah, I was gonna say the town monsters hall down. I'm trying to remember from the map. That's like where we had the quests and stuff, right? That we were able to
Yeah,
pick them up.
and yep, and if you remember when you first got to the town, it was kind of like it was locked and it wasn't open. It hasn't been open this whole time.
Yeah. I think once we sort of get up where the trapdoor room is, I look around and realize it's the town master hall. Rothun will sort of, now that's interesting. We haven't actually been able to come in here in some time. His fingers sort of twitch near the lock. Maybe one time wouldn't be so bad to try. And then he'll hop down and try and pick the lock.
Okay.
D20. At least I can still roll. I'm not totally incapable. Okay. I'm going to have to hope this shows. D20. Whoop, whoop. Did that load in? 5?
If it's it didn't load in. Did it load in
No.
for the rest of you guys?
No, the last one I see is a sling.
Yeah.
I see it in the. Here, hold on, let me click.
Okay. Well, if it's a 5, then it fails.
I hit the door with
Gotcha.
my battle axe, unless Rothun goes to stop me.
No, he'll flinch a bit and be like, okay, I get it, and then he'll back up.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
18.
Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, that hits. Are you like trying to like where exactly on the door you're trying to hit?
I'm trying to just like, I guess, essentially knock the door handle off. Like, seeing that Rothun was more set on opening it than breaking it, I would try and break the door handle or the lock, so that way it could be
Okay.
open and the door is still salvageable.
Yeah. We'll just say you succeed. The doorknob kind of flies off. You're able to kind of like pull the the mechanism out, and the door opens up into the townmaster's hall. It is now clear. You just see like a big round table, and I'm not exactly sure what it looks like, but I can get you a map later on.
As far as items, is there like weapons laying around or anything like that?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's like a big office. It's just like a big like couple booths around, and tables and chairs and things like that. It's like a community
What about that first room
hangout
we
place.
came into?
There is just some papers on the table. Um, Above table, nothing really that pertains to this nothing really special.
Not knowing that, Denali's still gonna grab the papers for Polly.
Okay.
It's about taxes.
Yeah.
Papers.
Yeah.
Paper,
Yeah.
please.
Paulina likes to read and have papers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, you're definitely thinking wise. Paulina could take some look at those. This is definitely good if we ever need to retreat to Harbin's house or otherwise. So this is actually a very big find. This could also be maybe a base. Oh, I know Katil and Paulina would love that, to name it and then have a little thing. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, let's find out what that one area was, and let's get back to them back at the house. This is actually a very big find.
As we
Could probably lead to doppelgangers.
as we begin to make our way out, and you're saying all this, Denali like stops for a second. Why would we steal this man's house after you just saved him? Can we just take something because we've saved some? Is this customary in your culture?
Oh no, sorry. That is I guess it's the way I phrased it. We can just while trying to help handling, use this tunnel system, I suppose.
Ah,
But it's definitely, and then Rotun he kind of taps her forearm and makes eye contact to really lock it in. It is not customary to just take stuff as customary payment. I just want that to. It's not a custom.
okay,
I mean, maybe from where some people could be from, it could be a custom, but not us. Not us.
good. I do not think that would sit well with my moral compass. It's
Yeah,
as
no,
we're
no.
as we're making our way back down the tunnel and all this stuff, as you've like kind of like given her that tap on the forearm, she smiles and she'll kind of like rub your head and say, "We are tunnel buddies."
I don't know about these gangbangers. You're on the roll today, huh?
Yes.
JJ, can you
Yep.
remind me? There was a bunch of like food storage down here.
Yes. Like non-perishable foods.
Yeah, Polly, like she's been like looking through all the stuff she's collected, and she pulls out one of the letters and says, maybe we should like take some food up to the people. It seemed like they haven't been doing very well. She pulls out one letter and she reads it and says, like this person here, he's writing to his brother and he says, it's pretty bad. It says, I have little faith left for luck or mercy. and Fanlin is, well, I'm going to paraphrase a little. Fanlin is not good, and the orcs harry us. Few stand to protect us. I fear for my life. If you can send help, I beg you to do so. Not good. Another person says, the children cry out for bread. Even a small patrol or a shipment of grain, anything would be a blessing. So maybe we should take some of the food up for the people. It's kind of strange that, like, there's all this stuff being hoarded down here and all the people are starving up above. Maybe it was the fake fan or the fake Harbin.
Good deal. Rayloff?
Yep.
Any comments?
I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, folks are starving up there. So I would kind of feel bad about taking this from the feller that isn't the douchebag we've known, but
I mean, it looks like he needs some food now too.
right. I mean, might as well, hey. It'll help folks out. Might as well help them while we can.
They just
So
got
that's
a
why we-
huge shipment for Neverwinter, but good. Okay.
Yeah, but okay, what is huge shipment though? Because like, if that's one cart full, well, that's not going to feed the whole
No, so like
thing.
every house had like a couple things of like, I think I don't know, maybe I did a bad way of explaining it, but when you guys
I'll be
arrived back in
honest, I was
town,
kind of zoned out.
oh, that's okay. When you arrived back in town a couple sessions ago, Rothun had noticed the symbol of Neverwinter on on a bunch of like, you know, cargo crates and stuff that were kind of sitting by all the buildings, which includes the houses. So they did send a good amount of aid. But if you guys want to bring up some more, that wouldn't. I mean, that's up to you.
Nah, fuck it, why not? Let's do it.
Okay. So there's just various like I don't know, whatever kind of perishable food you want, you know, in this setting. That's what's down here.
Gotcha.
Okay, at this point it would be like 30 minutes. So Polly, you can resummon your cuddles.
Yep, she just concentrates for a moment. Nothing happens. And then she concentrates again, and then pop, out comes the cat. He meows. They stare at each other for a few moments. Huh. He says that the tunnel just went on for a really long time. He didn't even get, well, he didn't get to the end of it before I brought him back, so.
Damn.
I guess it goes a long ways.
Suppose so.
We must have
Maybe
hired
it's a-
some good tunnelers for that. Maybe like, a purple worm. You ever heard of those from the stories? They must be real.
I've heard of them in song before, yeah. I'm probably just, he seems like a rich fella. He probably just pays some dwarves to do it. That might be maybe some kind of escape tunnel out of town. You said if you're familiar.
Oh
just
yeah,
keep
definitely
going.
far enough to be outside of town. I mean, Cuddles can scamper like the best of them. For sure.
I mean, could be it's a path to.
I mean, you
other
went for
kind of
half an
escape
hour,
tunnel.
like just above ground, you'd be out of town, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I ought to check that out here in a bit.
Okay. So if you guys are kind of all heading back together, you can go out of the tunnels the way you came. Big Al will kind of be there. I forget. Oh, you guys already dropped Harbin off. Okay, so yeah, Big Al and Real Harbin are kind of you don't know where they are, but above table they're oh duh, that is their house. I'm forgetting my own freaking setting. So Big Al would have taken him back into his pull that map up, taken him back into his like room in the back there.
Real quick, JJ.
Yeah, sure.
Denali, Rothun, and her Echo would bring up the 5 bodies that we came across, bring them back up with us. The plan is to find a place to lay them to rest.
After that last bottom area was uncovered.
Okay. So the three drow, the courier, and the grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how are you going to? Is like one person going to be at the top, one at the bottom? You kind of like lift them up, or are you just going to carry? How are you going to go about doing that?
Because there are so many bodies, there's not really a delicate way to carry them. So for Denali and her Echo, she would kind of like fireman carry one over each shoulder. So she and her Echo would each have 2, and then Rothun would bring up the 5th.
Okay.
Right. So there's like a ladder coming out of there. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like, I think I described it as like a road sewer hole thing where you can just like climb up the bars or.
Yeah, the manhole.
Yeah, the manhole.
Yeah, and once we got there, I'd, carry them up one at a time, just because I think trying to carry 2 of them up that way would be a little more difficult.
Okay. Are the others going up before you or after you? Specifically, when is Rayloff going up? Oh, he's not here.
I thought him and
I
Tail
thought-
dipped out like early.
Yeah, I thought they'd already gone back up.
Yeah, we just went up
okay.
to get a fresh air, I think is what it was.
Okay. Well, would you help, Katia? Would you help kind of pull them up?
Yeah, what?
Okay. I can't say this yet because Rayloff isn't here, but I'll tell him later. Okay. You guys will kind of see Rayloff, as specifically when the 3 drow are being lifted up. I'm gonna make him roll some roll, but you can see that he will be like visibly like almost in pain, almost.
Could I insight that to see if I could tell what it was that caused it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guidance.
Guidance? Okay, so that's 12 plus 4. Let's a d4.
12 plus 4?
No, I gotta roll the d4.
Oh.
But it's
I am not loving D&D being
showing
today.
up for me right now. Could I just roll a d4 in real life? Because the d4 by itself isn't rolling for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two, so 14 total.
You can tell that something's definitely up. He has some sort of issue with Drow. I believe he may have, he told you that he was from he grew up in the Underdark.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit to Denali.
Okay.
So
well,
she's not aware of the correlation. But if she saw that he was having a visceral reaction to the 3 dark elves, she would stop and leave the 3 bodies at the bottom before bringing them up. Perhaps it would be best if we bring them up while you are outside or not in such close proximity. I do not want to cause you pain, but do not feel right to leave them to rot, rather than sending them to their gods.
Okay. When he gets in, we'll kind of like go backwards a little bit and see what he'll do for this. Okay. And you'll kind of hear like Big Al, all of you guys, once you all kind of walk up, you'll all hear, Big Al kind of comforting Harbin. He'll kind of lay him in bed, pull some covers over him. He might go over to the kitchen, get some, make some, hot food or something. It looks like he
Read him
hasn't
a
eaten in a
bedtime
while.
story.
Maybe read him a bedtime story, unless you want to.
Excellent.
Question: Does he kiss the homie goodnight?
No.
They're not
Does
really
he rub
friends.
his clammy chest
Oh my goodness
with the
gracious
little
me.
curls?
Yeah, we're gonna start shipping this. You know it.
Does anyone? I'm really bad at times. By the way, does anybody recall? Because I know you guys woke up. No, you guys brought everyone back. You brought them back to town. You brought them back into the inn. Put them in there. It was about like what, noon? I think
I
I
think
said like
midday.
noon or 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No.
it's getting to be about about nighttime now. The sun's starting to set. So in terms of other things here, I need to know what you're doing with fake carbon, what you're doing with the doppelgangers back in the inn. Also, Leon, Sinek, Rogan, and Alaric, they kind of left for you. But you'll find a note on the couch from them stating that they will be resting at the inn for the night, but will be heading back to Neverwinter in the morning to reconvene with the council. And they will say that Big Al told them about the testimony that he wrote and handed to you, Rothune. I still haven't written it yet, but I will. And they would like for you, Rothune, to bring it to them tonight.
Okay.
Big Al, after kind of setting Harbin, making sure that he's okay, he will tell you that he's gonna stay overnight as well, at least a day, just to make sure that Harbin is set. He'll also go around the town, speak to a couple townspeople that he knows, that he trusts, and that he knows at least respected the real Harbin, and he'll ask them if they'll assist while he's gone, because he has to go and get his family. Like that's his main concern, but he just doesn't want to leave his friend here to die. So that's what he'll tell you. So yeah, fake carbon and doppelgangers. And what are you guys gonna do for the rest of the night?
I'll propose like to everybody once we're all here and say, so everyone, the town master hall that we've been getting the bounties from sort of posted on the bulletin board. As you all know, or as we all know, the door has been locked. Me and Denali actually found that the staircase leads into the town master hall. And it's like this whole meeting sort of area. Uh Obviously the front door is still locked and everything. So as far as the doppelgangers, I don't know if we want to split up. Some people stay with Harbin for the night, some people doppelgangers, but I figured, uh, what's it called? Since we have fake Harbin here, we can lock him and the other doppelgangers up in the town master hall, and I'll offer sort of volunteer. We could do like a shift or something where one of us keeps switching out to watch them, or I'll stay with them for the night, whichever comes.
Perhaps if we are keeping them there, all of us could rest there and take shifts watching them. We can
Yeah, I
put all
agree with
three
that.
of them together. Then they cannot go anywhere.
Triple scissors.
Thank you for the fuck. What's the word? The demonstration, JJ. Fuck, I'm awful with English tonight.
Words are
I
hard.
appreciate it.
It's really hot here, so I'm just like,
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
just- it's gonna.
That's
Oh
what
my
happens
gosh.
when you get the triple scissor going.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it feel to have it turn back on you, JJ, after what you did to fucking get the a couple sessions ago?
Worth it.
I didn't do anything to you. I started and I stopped and they finished. So
That's what she said.
that's what she said. Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so you guys are gonna specifically use the Town Master's Hall for that?
Yes, but we do not get to keep it. We don't take things just because we help people.
Rothan will give her a little high five.
Big Al will kind of oh, I guess he never went down. Never mind. He couldn't he said that. Okay, never mind.
I have you a question. It's kind of a minor thing, but
Sure.
how high up was the tunnel thing? out?
Where? Okay, so where the
From going
staircase?
from the area below to up into the house. How
It was about
high
40,
vertically?
45 feet.
Ooh, pretty high. Okay. All right. Well,
You
too
were pretty
high
deep.
for a.
Yep.
Pretty obviously too high for a floating disc. So, Polly is gonna have her own
Oh,
quest.
that's 10
Right?
feet. That's 10
Yeah.
feet. If you're talking about where the closet is in Harbin's room,
Yes.
that's 10 feet down. But the staircase leading up to the Town Master's Hall, that's 40 to 45 feet. I thought that's what you were asking. Sorry.
Because while we were in
No,
the
it's just
tunnels,
if
it
it's a
was going
vertical
down, right?
vertical thing, the floating disc cannot go 10 feet, do it 10 feet or higher. So if it was 9 feet and 11 inches, then technically.
Sorry. No. It's
That's
10
fine.
feet.
So she's gonna go off and grab a block and tackle because she's determined. She's gonna do it. She's not gonna be like insisting that everyone else does this. So yeah. So she's gonna grab like a find a thing. There's got to be somebody in the town that has to have these sorts of things. Find pulleys and stuff, and that'll be sort of her thing that she's doing for probably a good chunk of the night.
Okay. To kind of pull this door up.
Yes, to pull the
Is that the goal?
adamantine thing.
Okay.
Yes, to pull it up. So, because the block and tackle allows you to hoist up to 4 times the weight you can normally lift. So,
Okay.
Polly has a 9 strength, so it should be enough. I think.
So, question. The general store here, frickin' what's its name?
Sure.
Whatever the store is
Barthen's?
called. Barthen's, yeah. It's closed right now. So,
Oh no.
how exactly are you going to? Are you gonna like
Oh,
go
okay.
door
Well,
to
I'll have to do
door?
it in the morning then.
Okay,
okay.
you're gonna do it in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she'll
Cool.
be thinking about it all night, making plans.
Okay. Write that down. Pulley system. Okay.
Yeah,
What
she
are the
doesn't
rest?
like lay down and sleep. I mean, sometimes she does if she wants to pretend, but she just pretty much just stands there, like near the thing, standing there, kind of looking off into space.
Okay.
As she is wont to do.
And what are the rest of you gonna do for the night?
What's the watch order?
I can go first.
I was gonna say maybe we should bring Hardivan to Alaric and Rogan so they can for one last night sort of watch over him. Because if we're all in the Town Master Hall, the doppelgangers have already come here and sort of they're used to fake Harbin being here. So I don't want the real Harbin to be resting here and they come and find out it's actually him and then take him away. So maybe that, or unless he is okay sleeping in the town master hall with us. But I think he's the one loose end we should probably either keep with us or keep with Alaric and Rogan for the night to make sure nothing bad happens.
Okay. And
If it, sorry.
Who's gonna go get the other two doppels?
Me.
Denali would help.
Okay.
I'll go as well.
I think
So
sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, as we leave, watching Polly like finagle with this door and like just watching her kind of like ponder over it and stuff, Denali would be like, "You've got this." And then as we're leaving, I don't know if she'll be able to get that up.
Oh no.
We may need to help her.
Honest, I would not be surprised if she were to have pried the door up. I have learned to know Paulina, when there's a will, there's a way. And that's the one fucking thing she can't run out of.
Right.
I love her so much.
When we're leaving, I'm obviously gonna stop to check on Harbin, see if I can, probably tap his face, get him awake a little bit, see if I could talk to him real quick.
Okay. He's do a you don't need a medicine check. He's like not really coherent. He wasn't even really talking to Big L. I mean, you can say stuff to him, but he probably won't respond.
Okay. So in that case, I'll probably say to them, all right, just to be safe, we'll just take him with us to the town master hall. Whether it was with us or with Alark and Rogan, it was more of a question of comfort, but just for his safety, we'll have him sleep with us. So we'll comfort him when we come back. So let's go get these gangbangers, and so I can give the note to Alark and Rogan.
Okay, so you're wanting Harbin to sleep with you?
To sleep,
what you're
we're all sleeping in the town master hall.
Okay, because Big L said that he was gonna stay here with him.
Oh,
you're
he's
gonna.
okay.
He wants Harbin to sleep with him? This is
Okay.
like a big twist.
Bromance.
I'm loving it though. I'm loving it.
Maybe he was the bard all along.
Yeah. Big Al would have told you he's
channeling his inner bard.
Yes.
he said that he's gonna stay here for the night. Make sure that Harbin is okay. In the morning, he's gonna go talk to some people, and that he trusts, and will kind of help because he wants to go find his family. So he's at least staying a night.
Part I heard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. So bunk all that then. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go get these gangbangers.
Gang.
Okay. So you guys go back to the inn. I still need to make a map of the inn. Whatever. You guys go back to the inn. You go up the stairs. Is your thing on the doorknob?
The sock with the do not disturb.
It appears that nobody
Okay.
got your note. Is it still
And
hanging there?
is it the red one? Is it red or blue? Which color was it that did you say? Do you remember?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I'm not the one that left the sock. Rothun is. That's what started the whole thing.
Oh God.
What color was the sock, Rothun? White.
I would say like a
Not bad.
blue sock with like
Okay.
a little rose stitching on the ankle.
Okay. So you get up to the room. The door hasn't been, doesn't look like it's ajar or anything. You go in. I was originally gonna have them like reform into like large creatures and break out of the manacles, but I decided to be nice. So they're still stuck there. They're just arguing with each other.
That's
You
funny.
move your leg here. No, you move your leg here. Move your arm. Stop scissoring me, you stupid fool.
Did you not get the message? You're supposed to be quiet and not draw attention. Then she goes over and like lifts the bed so we can slide out the manacled scissor sisters.
What are you doing with us? You're just going to keep us here as your slaves?
Yes.
Denali side eyes like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Ruthu does like a real slow turn, like, huh?
Listen, fellers. You ever heard the phrase "fuck around and find out"? Well, you are in the second half of that statement now.
Ruthu tilts his head and he starts taking pillowcases off of the pillows and he goes, "I'll get the olive oil. All right, you boys stay there." And he'll ball them up the pillowcases to gag them to keep it quiet, and then he'll walk out the room and he'll pretend to like walk down the hall.
Oh my
Wait, I don't-
goodness.
But I don't mean that in a weird way. You
To be fair, all of this is pretty weird. None of this is normal.
yeah, you got that right.
Okay. If we may, we can just kind of, unless you guys want to do something special, we can just, you guys picked up the doppelgangers, you bring them all to Town Master's Hall, you kind of strap them to, desks or, heating vents or whatever. I don't know what they have in there, but you'll find places to strap them to. Polly will rejoin you after going to a couple different places, and they're all kind of closed, so she can't really find anything.
Yeah, she figured out a way. I figured it out.
Okay.
So she goes back to the town, and if they're bringing the gangbangers back to the house, to Harbin's house, the Harbin house. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's chain ritually casting, like for 50 minutes straight.
Okay.
So she's gonna summon 5 unseen servants,
Unseen servants.
each of which has a strength of 2.
Oh my!
And can lift and drag 60 pounds. So the 5 of them together.
Okay.
Can lift 300 pounds.
Is it like
And then
watching a
Polly
bunch
with her
of fourth
strength of
graders
9
back then?
gets the last 200. So she's like tied her like a rope around it, and she's like hauling away, and there's like this army of unseen servants like pushing this thing up, slowly levering it up 5 feet at a time. She's just like hauling on this rope, like she would be sweating, except she doesn't really sweat anymore, but she might be gently steaming, I guess. And just slowly hauling this thing out into the hat room.
All I'm thinking of are the monkeys from Toy Story. Hey,
No,
hey, hey, pull
No,
them.
you see the picture? I got a bunch of them.
Oh,
now,
you
though.
sent the picture. Okay.
Yeah, I got the picture for the unseen servant now. Remember?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I got 5
Casper's.
of them. Yes.
Okay.
So 5. So it takes most of an hour, but she summons 5 of them, and they go down and start levering the door from underneath. So if it falls on one of them, I mean, it's like it would be unfortunate, but not terrible. They're just manifestations of force. So.
Okay.
So it's 300 pounds for them, and then she can do another 270. So I get her to 570. So we got a little bit of wiggle room.
You're good.
Polly's the
Solid.
fucking goat.
If you weren't full of inspo, I'd give you an inspo. You need to start using them. No. But cool.
I generate my own inspo in my brain.
Okay, so Big Al will definitely kind of hear and see you doing this.
Oh yeah, it's
he's
not
still in the
quiet,
house.
and there's but like an army of ghosts comes and like shoves this metal grate out of the hole,
Yeah.
and then they like all stand around her, and she's like looks at me, she's like, what? Is something
And,
wrong? Sorry, did I make too much noise?
Big Al would say, you're not making too much noise. And he kind of like catches where you're coming from. Like, yeah, this is a really cool idea, but kind of what you and I discussed earlier. He'll mention that when Harbin, wakes up, you might want to talk to him first about taking his
Fancy metal
possessions.
door.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just make sure with Harbin. So if you want to, that's up to you. But he would definitely mention that. Okay. Okay. So sleep order, nothing's really going to happen at night. So sleeping order won't really matter here. Unless you guys want to do something special.
I do.
Okay.
If Rathun was okay with it, Denali would take watch with him.
Yeah.
And I think that she would, kind of preface it as she's sort of rummaging through her bag. I find many of the customs and rituals of the people here quite strange and interesting. But I am realizing that I am the one out of my element. I'm wanting to learn more about the customs and pastimes of the people here. My people primarily play with bone dice and pointed sticks or the well-fashioned goat ball. I've never really understood the appeal of things like dominoes or cards, but perhaps now is a good time to learn. That may be a sign from my god that one of the things we found was this deck of cards. Will you teach me to play?
Rothun gets like a small smile as around the big meeting table. He'll pull out 2 chairs and he'll hop up, slap the table. Yeah, come on. I know a few games that we would play in the military. Sadly, we are so short of alcohol, but the game will still prove fun.
Denali will pull up a chair next to you and pull out her water skin and hand it to you. It is actually full of wine, not water.
He'll sniff it. Oh, then I guess we will play the game to full succession.
Yes. Uh, and then she will reach into her bag, or the bag of holding, and she pulls out the deck of cards that we found at Conneberry and set it on the table.
And as you do that, so this deck of cards is specifically wrapped in this beautifully elegant black silk kind of wrapping, and the deck box is pretty interesting looking. It's I'd imagine it's like a gold laden box with some interesting symbols on it.
Interesting in a language or
I mean, give me a frick. Give me a religion check, both of you.
yes.
What could go wrong?
Sure. So
12.
boop and then that was almost a nat 20. I'm pissed. 6.
12 and a 6. Yeah, neither of you really know what this is. That looks like just like a glorified deck of cards to you.
You should ask someone who knows everything. Dun, dun, dun.
Would you
Paulina
be
in
like
the
awake
corner.
and paying attention?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know when this is relative to when she's busy casting many spells and hauling stuff.
It's after the first watch, so I think it would be after your casting.
Yeah, we've
After
kind
that
of
was
sped
done.
through Polly to
Oh, okay. Cool,
to
cool.
like long rest type thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't technically sleep, so she stays aware. So, how about this? I'll roll for it, but she won't say it until after the long rest.
Oh, that's groovy.
And
She
how-
looks up and is like, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Let's see what happens.
Because she stays aware, doesn't sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say
But
that.
she's still like kind of like restoring her brain. So, all right. So you guys can continue. I'll just figure out how to roll. Here we go.
Rotun will take a small swig, and then like obviously retop it, place it down, and then he'll smack the top of the cards. All right, we call this game Dragon's Rush. The way it works is we would draw 3 cards face down off the top, place them in the middle. We flip one, or before we flip one, we say high or low. And then if you get the point, you don't have to drink. If you lose, you drink, and then you also have to share, a good memory, fact from your past, or even a word of your language. This was a good way for us to bond, and if you eventually win, which is like 10 points, 7 points, whatever, you can put wagers. So I get your next month's wages or rations, whatever the case may be.
Okay, so to understand correctly, if we win, then we win. But if we lose, we still win because we drink and bond. So there is no losing.
Exactly, you get it.
Okay, so we pull 3 cards. So many more than I was prepared for.
So, okay. So, who? First of all, who's opening up the cards?
I think
And is there a shuffle?
Denali doesn't know how to shuffle. She doesn't know that's a thing. But unless Rothune stopped her or was doing it, I think she would open the cards and take them out of the box and just set them down while he was explaining the rules.
Okay. And Rothune, you will see as she's kind of taking the cards out of the box. She takes them out where the top of the cards is towards her, and she kind of pulls them out. And you will see these aren't. At least the top card doesn't look very familiar. Not like a card in any sort of regular playing cards deck. You'll see a picture of a jester on it.
And that oh my god, Rothun was breaking the fourth wall. And that was when she was like I caught a glimpse when she was pulling it
Yeah.
off the top.
Yeah, so she opened up the deck, kind of lifted them up like this, maybe, and you would have gotten a decent look at the card.
He'll sort of nod to himself in his mind. Is like, rookie play. I'll just sort of let it fly.
Okay, so how does this game work?
So basically, we both draw 3 cards face down. So we don't look. We just pull 3 off the top, and then from left to right, we essentially say high or low. And whoever has, so if I go higher, I need to have a higher one than her to win. If she says low, then she has to have a lower one than me to win. And if we both get what we're going for, we both draw. But obviously, if she says low and she gets higher than me, she loses. If I go high and I go low, she wins.
Okay. Oh snap.
Above the table, I'm really sorry, you guys. I was not planning on there being this many.
That's the fun part, though.
So
Dragons Rush. Dragons Rush.
Yes! This is either going to be amazing or fucking awful.
okay, so who is drawing cards first?
Do you want to roll a d20 to see who goes first?
I'm game.
Alright, let's see. Can I roll here?
Swoop. Swoop.
D20. That is not showing up.
Rothune
I
got
got
an
8.
8.
Where are you rolling at? Because it's not rolling on my end.
So if you
D&D
pull up,
on.
yeah. So on your character sheet, if you pull up there's like a little spot on the right that you can pull up the game log,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's roll dice.
Where's the rolled dice? I brought up the game log, sent to everyone 46 minutes ago. I see the blank rolls there.
Let me open up a character sheet.
Okay.
Right next to the little arrow where you click to play game. It's a little
So
cube.
Yeah, I brought up the game log, but I'm not seeing the rolled dice option. And on the campaign.
Oh, you don't roll it in there. It's on the lower left-hand corner, little icosahedron.
Oh,
You open that up, and then you
okay.
can roll dice there.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
10.
Okay. So Denali, you have a 10. Rothune has an 8.
Oh no.
And when you go to start drawing cards, you notice that the card will physically not get pulled. You
Well-
try to grab it and it won't.
Well, this
Come on.
this is kind of meta, but it works out because she's learning the game. So I pull 3 cards, right, as I reach towards the deck.
Oh, you
Yeah.
say that?
Yes, I know it's kind of meta, but she's learning the game, so it's not really that far of a stretch.
Yeah, okay.
I told
Okay.
you. I told you. Ugh.
So you pull. Okay, 1 second.
My
So
butthole
you
is so
pull
puckered right now.
you pull 3 cards,
Mhm.
face down. Give me 3 D100s, please.
Oh god.
5. Oh god. 42
A very good number.
and 6.
542 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
Let's light this candle.
Can we
One
say
second.
that? Can we say that Cuddles has wandered in and just kind of like sitting there staring at the people doing whatever they're doing,
Holy
preparing
shit,
to do the
Kayla.
capping to like jump up on the table right in the middle where they're playing.
Rayloff, you've made
540.
it just in time.
You
Yeah,
made
sorry, I
the
was
entire campaign to get derailed.
sorry I was an hour late. Like work has been disastrous today, and I had to like close the store and all that. So
Oh,
I'm sorry about
God.
that.
Yeah,
They're drawing
okay.
cards from decks. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah,
Is
specifically.
is it what I think it is?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that deck of cards that we found at Connie Berry, that above the table we all know is like a deck of many things or something, that Denali has no idea about.
I don't think
There's no
anyone
way
knew
it's
that.
the many things. I think it's like the shittier one.
You're playing a dangerous game, JJ. Just know that.
What deck of?
It's a deck of 4 or 5 things.
The deck
I'm
of Please
trying-
Don't Kill Me.
Okay, so the first card. Okay, and then, oh gosh, the way this works, it says it takes effect immediately. Okay,
Mhm.
so with a 5,
You could flavor it when it goes off when she flips the card if you want to flavor.
okay,
Because then it's like
okay,
revealing.
Yep. Okay, and then Rothun.
All right, and then now I draw 3 cards, and Rothun's
Oh my
totally
gosh.
like, oh, I'm about to smoke. I'm about to smoke this motherfucker. All right, that's the D20. Let's see, so D100. Come on, first one.
A lot of cards.
That was almost a 90. 43.
Well, hold on,
80.
guys. Hold on.
Hmm.
Because the way this works is the effect takes place immediately, and the card gets circulated back into the deck.
I was just asking if it could be flavored like when it's revealed. If you just wanted to like do it like boop straight off the top,
Okay,
then
we'll keep it this way. I don't care. I can change the rules on the DM. Cool. Okay, so what's the second one?
it was, I'll double check. I think 83. Let me see.
It's 84.
84. Yeah.
That one's gonna be re-rolled anyways. Re-roll it.
Oh, okay. And then last one. Well, so I guess second one 79.
Re-roll.
Oh, reroll both.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Second one. 86.
Re-roll.
Fuck. Okay. 53.
Okay. And then roll one more.
No, that's a D12. Don't do that. 63.
Gosh. Okay. Okay, so you.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
so you both flip cards over, right?
Hi.
At the
Yeah.
same time.
I just realized my 3 were all 10 incremental from each other. 43, 53, 63.
Oh, it's a
43,
good
50.
sign.
Wow.
It's a good sign.
Okay.
We got this. Nothing could go wrong.
So
This'll be
you
good.
guys. So what do you have to do? Higher versus lower? What's the thing? You guys tell a truth or something, or what?
Yeah, so it's like we both say higher or lower, and then loser drinks and shares a fact about them, a memory from their past, or a word from their language.
Okay. So you guys flip over these cards. Denali flips over a 5, and Rothun flips over a 43.
Denali will
Okay.
drink.
And as you're drinking, you get this like weird kind of like time almost stops around you a little bit for like a very brief second, and you kind of feel this like power kind of get absorbed inside yourself, and you get the ability to cast roll a d3 please.
A D3?
Yep, a d. Oh, yes.
So,
Roll a d6.
okay.
Roll a d6 on a 1 and a 3. It's a 1. On a 2 and a 4. It's a.
Oh, I get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
6,
So that's a 2.
So it's a 2. Yep.
3. Oh, it's
So
a
you-
D3, not a D2.
It would be 3.
Yeah, if it was a
5
D3,
would be-
that 5 would be 3.
2 and 4.
So 1 and 3 is a 1.
Oh, you
2
did.
and 4 is 2.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 and 4 is a 1. 2 and 5 is a 2. 3 and 6 is a 3.
Oh, you're doing modulo.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's a 2. So you get 2 castings of the time stop spell.
Okay.
Above table, JJ, did you tell everybody like what card it was drawn? I'm curious.
So the card will kind of look like a bridge going from one world to the other. That's kind of what it looks like, I guess.
Okay.
I'm making up my own versions of these. Okay, so that's what happens on that. And with Rothun, with your 43. Roll a d4, please.
I'm gonna lose a limb. An arm's just gonna fall off.
What the fuck?
Okay. Dos.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your card when you pull it up, looks like a half of a puzzle piece, and it's like maybe like a question mark on the top, and you suddenly feel like you're not understanding your own game, the game that's being played right now. Your intelligence score goes down permanently by 3.
Okay. Okay. That's okay.
So not really noticeable then.
Oh,
To him it is.
Oh.
so like it would drop from like a 12 to a 9, or is he dropping
Correct.
3 points? Okay.
So let me abilities and then
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And you have the chance to draw one additional card if you want,
What's the worst that could happen? It'll be
because you lost intelligence.
funny enough with him I don't know. Because
do it.
I don't understand the
Dude,
game anymore, right?
Do it.
So Rukun
No,
kind of
dude's character just gets nerfed to the ground. He goes to heal someone, and it like takes their life instead.
so I guess Denali, you would see like he kind of furrows his brow and then he goes, now, fuck, I won, I think, because I got higher. You drink, so now I drink and draw another card. Right. And then he'll drink, and then he'll draw another card.
So if we lose, we have to draw another card.
Oh my gosh.
I think yes, I will
Okay, let's.
say so. Fuck my head.
Okay, so before you draw that card, we're gonna go through the other 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your truth or fact or whatever, Denali?
I think what I would share, is since it can be like a word or something or a phrase, uh, a phrase of my people, something that I like to do later in the morning or at night is kura skimming. And that is the act of sitting quietly and pondering, reflecting. And I will put that in the chat. Traditionally, it is done at dusk before going to bed, and reflecting on your day. But I prefer to do it in the morning before beginning my morning routine of. Sorry, trying to multitask notes and collab. Put that there. Before
Okay.
starting my morning routine of keeping my body and mind fit. And it's actually
see.
Swedish, but a lot of the Norse words that I'm finding, I'm gonna completely butcher.
Justice. Kura skimming. Huh. That's very cool. I can actually see that being very virtuous. Okay. Not bad for the first sharing, because we share after the round ends. Right. Okay.
Yes, we lose, we drink, which means we win, and then we draw a card if we win. Yes.
Makes sense to me.
What is Cuddles
my
doing
gosh.
seeing all of this taking place, by the way?
Yeah, he's just like staring. He's just like waiting for the time when you're gonna lay down the cards on the table. you know,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then like jump up and then like go to sleep right on top of all of them.
Yes.
That's
So
a
he's
good
just like
one.
staring, just kind of like watching, waiting for the perfect moment, because we all know that cats have that supernatural sense to do such things.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, he's just kind of like, oh, this is just humanish people doing like normal, weird, like humanoid things. Unimpressed by any of what's going on. So yeah.
Okay. Second round.
Diddle, 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 dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
So you guys flip the cards. Denali gets 42. Rothun gets 53. So Rothun wins again. Denali with the 42. The card looks like a almost like a slave being held down by a lot of chains,
It's the
gold,
gangbangers.
golden chains. Yeah, and you kind of get the feeling like it's kind of like an omen in the sense, like, we just did this. This kind of looks familiar. But then all of a sudden, you kind of feel your whole body being weighted down a bit, and then completely restrained. You have the restrained condition until these chains are broken. You can't cast spells. Any magic items you're wearing or carrying have their properties suppressed. So you can feel your shield kind of you can feel your shield kind of like going back to its original form.
Even
Like,
though I don't have it on me, because I would have set it down while we're
oh, you would have set
resting.
it down?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not going to keep it on me while we're resting and playing card games.
You're wearing or carrying. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's good then. Okay.
Is this normal? Can you help? As I'm like trying to get out.
Are these like visible?
Yeah. Yes. Like glowing, kind of like goldish chains kind of like go around her. They don't like completely suppress her movement, but it, she has the restraint condition, so whatever, like, or actually, let me look that up. Frick. Oh my gosh.
Polly, are you helping him
What in
cheat?
the F?
But I do not understand how this is happening. Can you please undo this?
Oh my gosh. You can't
Polly's
even
just like
move.
sitting there, just kind of staring off into space still.
You can't move. Holy
Polly.
Rothun,
Bye bye, Denali. Nice seeing ya.
his eyes widen and he's like, he hops up. No, this is, what the fuck? This is not normal. And then he's like trying to see where they're like coming from, and he's like, what the fuck?
But his intelligence just fucking dropped.
So at the same time as she pulls that card, Rothun, you pull the I'd imagine it kind of looks like the star power in Super Mario, and you might start hearing like a little tune in your head, and you kind of feel empowered a little bit. You can increase one of your ability scores by 2.
Intelligence.
Intelligence,
Give it back.
yeah.
Give it back.
You're gonna get 2 back.
Give it back, please.
Yeah, 2 int.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you and you start to,
Do I start
and you
glowing?
what no, you don't start glowing, but you do start to reconsider your former actions there about drawing an additional card. However, Denali, your third card goes back into the deck.
Oh.
But why? I have to draw another. That's not right. I have 3 and now I have 2. We can't play if I have less. Can I make a strength check or something to try and break out of these chains?
Yeah, I was gonna say Rothun would like getting that burst back be like, okay, something is not right here. And if he like can see that they're tangible, he would try and hit it, see what happens.
Nope. These chains are unbreakable. There's only 3 things that can destroy them. Dispel magic spell, disintegrate spell, and a really, really high dexterity check using thieves' tools.
Real quick. So you said with these chains, I cannot cast spells, correct?
Correct.
I want to trade places with my Echo. It's not casting anything.
Okay.
It is only a verbal.
Yeah. You can trade spots.
Am I still restrained?
Yes.
I swap back to the chair.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about this.
Because the echo's somewhat like what physical, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a part of you.
Well, you're swapping places with it. You're not like swapping into it.
Correct. But
It's like
So
Misty
it's still you. Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't. Good try though.
Was worth a
Good
shot.
try. Good try. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about throwing. You know what? I like it. Roll a D100. If you get over an 80, I'll say
No mission
Sure.
evasion. 14. So you said under an 80, right? So we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, your third card is gone because technically you can't draw any more cards. And that's how this deck kind of works. So your card kind of goes back into the deck, unfortunately. Rothun, your third card when you turn it over is oh my gosh.
Oh no. Because I'll hop back up on the seat and I'll put a like reassuring hand out and I'll be like, okay, don't freak out. I think the cards we're playing with may be magic. I
That's
remember the game.
fucking
I
cool.
could definitely. and you see he'll sort of think for a minute. He'll be like, this can no longer be Dragon's Rush. Instead, maybe like Dragon's Heart or something cool, because it's magic, right? So maybe like Chance's Surge. That's cool. I like that
I
one.
like that. Yes. Can you help with this though? I can't move. And she just kind of grunts. She's like trying to move but can't.
I don't. I tried hitting it. That thing felt pretty fucking sturdy. Do I? I don't think I have. I definitely don't have one of those spells.
Do you think Polly is fucking with me? Did she hear me say that I didn't know she could do the door? I wasn't meaning to be rude. I just usually smart people are not quite. She tries to flex but can't. Though I guess brain power can be way more powerful than muscle. Polly, I'm sorry.
He tries to stifle his laughter. I don't think it's Paulina. We've seen a bit of her magic. I don't think. I mean, unless she picked up some new spells, and then he'll sort of slowly turn over his shoulder to look at Paulina. If that's the case, I think we're all gonna have a bit of reckoning with the chains.
I mean, it would be a good joke.
Probably just stands there, still blankly staring at the wall. But Cuddles will like go meow.
Okay, and so Rothun, with your 63,
Yeah, I flip it, say fuck it, take a swig.
you see this, you see an image of a very gruesome looking undead character.
Uh-oh.
Blood's kind of like gushing out of its mouth, and you kind of see him trailing after a humanoid that's kind of running away, kind of limping a bit. You can see gash marks in his leg, and I'm pulling you down.
Me? No, don't do it. Leave.
Thankfully, it seems
No.
like he's using the Deck of Wonder and not the Deck of Many
Yeah,
Things.
yeah, and I know he's modified
To
it.
me.
Thankfully, it seems like
Oh,
he's
the hell's the Deck of
Okay.
Wonder?
So
it's a shitty version of the Deck of
I
Many
know he's
Things.
modified
To
it.
me.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
It's not as fun.
Because I was like, you need to be careful with the Deck of Many Things. I heard games be ruined because of that, so I was like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Doing
could
it
be
for the
very
lols.
dangerous. Yeah. I was thinking that we were gonna pull like one card each, and he's like, "You play this game and you pull 3 cards, and there's a player." I'm like, "Fuck, that's so many."
Could be worse. You could be playing solitaire. Go fish. Like, yeah, draw a hand of 8 cards.
Oh my god, that would be terrible.
I can put like 21 pick.
I would prefer to play trash, honestly.
What's that?
Oh, it's like a card game, pretty much. It's just playing with the regular card. It's like just it's like kind of similar to poker, I guess.
Nice.
Just called
Second
trash.
poker.
It's a different game, but with cards, different rules. That's all.
I wonder how fucked Rathun is, because everybody else is sleeping. Polly is not sleeping,
Oh,
but she's trancing. But
He's so fucked.
and I'm restrained, so I can't do shit.
We're gonna wake up for the next watch, just like, what the fuck is happening here?
Denali's just drunk and restrained by golden magic chains.
I've been
and
debating
Rathun's
whether
dead.
Cuddle should go up and start like knocking cards off the deck.
Oh my god.
I debated asking when he like hit the chains if anybody would be woken up by it, but I kind of wanted the chaos to keep going.
I respect it. Depending on what happens, Denali would probably try. Like if it's like the Grim Reaper or some shit, Denali would definitely like start screaming to like wake you guys up.
What the fuck am I gonna do against a Grim Reaper? Kindly ask it to stop.
Yes, yes. I don't know how this game works. I'm learning.
I'm most definitely not gonna fight that thing.
That's just part of the game.
I mean, it could be worse though.
Oh yeah.
It could always be worse.
Oh, absolutely.
I had another session where my character got feeble-minded, and I had to play 5 sessions that way.
Oh god.
Scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are you?
I'm gonna put one image to describe it.
I was hit with indefinite madness
Oh.
for reading a very simple book in a public library. JJ knows
If you
stuff.
know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, that sounded like that DM was trash. Sorry that happened to you.
Are you
really.
polymorphed?
It was fine. It was fine.
No,
Is your movement reduced? Your dexterity
Permanently?
con?
no. I can't say. I mean, JJ, am I allowed to say or no?
What does Denali see?
What did you post? Where did you post
A
it?
snail.
In the
Put
news
it in
chat.
Memes.
Oh, that's why.
Does he leaves a mucus trail, maybe?
Oh, that's not really a good depiction of it. Oh, maybe it is.
Yes,
I
it
see.
is.
Go ahead.
Yes,
I mean,
it
if you
is.
want to, go ahead.
So, if you guys, well, I guess not, but the snail meme is because there's a thing where it's like you live forever, but a
An
snail.
immortal snail.
Yeah,
Yes.
I may or may not. I'm not immortal, right? but there may or may not be something hunting me and knows exactly where I am, wherever I am, and won't stop until one of us die. So
let's
that's
fucking go.
fun.
Let's fucking go.
And it's this fucking undead, horrifying creature. So this is great.
It's just Gary from SpongeBob.
Look, I saw the bastard. He wasn't nice.
Okay. And with that, all the cards kind of get,
Oh,
you know,
hold
put
on.
back
He
into
had
the
a
deck.
chance to draw one more, didn't he?
And he did
Yeah,
draw one
but-
more.
He didn't.
Oh.
He
I was
didn't.
planning to, but when I got my
He gained his
back, I
intelligence
was
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like, oh no.
I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it. It's fine. But going forward, from now forward, it's gonna be done as written.
As
on
you
the-
plan it?
on-
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. 'Cause
So
once I
if
get
you-
free,
if-
I have to draw a third card. We haven't finished the game.
So. Oh gosh.
Bothu will look at you like shaking, and he'll be like, "Do you want to switch it? I have dice. I have bone dice. We can switch the dice."
It is not like my people to give up. Just because I am losing does not mean I have lost. You're lucky I am chained and I can't beat you on this last draw. Yet.
Rothun will take a breath, and then he'll narrow his eyes, competition, take a few confident swigs, and go, "Okay, let's fucking go." Pull 2 cards.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna throw 20 gold pieces and be like, "Now we play for money."
Can you wake someone up to let me out? I can't play like this.
Let me. Let's.
Okay.
I'll go.
Are you
I'll
seriously
go on-
doing that?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll tap. Well, before I
Before you do
it,
that,
Yeah.
before you do that, we're gonna pivot here to Rayloff. Rayloff, while you were gone, everyone kind of Denali had gathered up the 5 dead people down there. 3 drow, which you don't know of yet, but you did see the dead courier and the dead grandma. And she was dragging them all over to bring them up into Harbin's house because she wants to like lay them to rest, basically. So she lifted the courier up, she lifted the grandma up, and then when she went to lift the drow up, you're in the vicinity of them. So give me a con save.
Will do. Give me 1 second. Sorry, this is the one time D&D has failed. D&D Beyond has failed me. Hold on.
The one time, jeez, Phil.
This is the one time D&D Beyond gave me issues. All right, hold on. Let me. 1 second. All right, there we go. Con save and we got a 20 and a natural 20.
Okay. It doesn't hit you as hard as it did before when you were down in the tunnel, but you can you still are you still visibly kind of show that you're a little bit in pain because that's just how you and I have talked. That's how it works.
How well can I play it off?
Give me a performance.
You know I'm not good at that. I have like an 8 in charisma.
Well then,
All right.
I mean, what do you want?
I got an 18. I'll take that.
Okay, it's hidden pretty well. I know Denali. It's hidden pretty well, but I think Denali. What did you roll on your inside? I think like a 14.
Yeah, I think it was a 14.
Okay. She was able to see some of, like, a little bit of physical struggle with you, and I think she said something. I can't remember what you said.
Basically, she would have waited till, suggested that he, remove himself, wait outside while we bring up the bodies. She doesn't want to make him uncomfortable or not feel well, but she couldn't just leave these bodies to just rot. It would be better to send them to their gods and give them a proper send off to the afterlife or wherever.
Okay, yeah, Umar would have. I mean, my that's wrong name. Yeah, Rayloff would have probably 100% agreed with that, and he would have gone. Good luck. But would have been outside the house, kind of waiting. Probably chilling on the roof.
Okay. For the sake of some things during this session, can we do the cards a different time, or is there?
We can.
Are you okay with that?
I'm okay skipping it. Like the second draw, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to like cuck you, or I mean, I know this is fun, but
No, yeah.
Okay.
Since it's integral,
Yeah.
we can look and be like, you know what? Let's pick this up again when you are not restrained, and then he'll shudder, and I'm not being actively knowledgeable of something tracking me down, and maybe we can also get the others to join in. But definitely we'll have to leave out the chain and undead tracking part. They won't go for it. But other than that,
Yes. Well, didn't Gittil say something about chains in Baldur's Gate, and that's how they do it there? He might like it.
Rotu tilts his head while he like puts the stuff back in the box and he whistles. That's a different set of leather and chains. Very different.
Oh, of course. Clearly not understanding, but agreeing.
Okay. So we'll say that long rest has completed. All of you kind of wake up. You see, you kind of see Denali just kind of sitting, maybe flailing around. I don't know. However you want to sit or whatever.
I can't move, so I'm just sitting there. Just kind of
Yeah.
I've given up on life for the moment.
Yeah. Rothoon's pretty much maybe in shock from the previous card, and from the revelation of what's pursuing him. And take it away.
What did you guys do with the deck?
I would have left it, like after putting it back in the box, I would have left it in front of Denali to end up putting back in the bag. So until she can move.
It's just sitting there, and she's kind of like glaring at it. And every once in a while, like as she's staring at the deck of cards, she'll like look over at Ruthoon. And it's not like a menacing look or nefarious or anything like that. But I think you would recognize it as like, oh, it's on. I'm gonna fucking get you. Just wait till I can move.
And just so that
since Denali is restrained, Cuddle's gonna take full advantage of this.
No.
Yep. Like sit down, like right with the tail right in the face.
Gitty. No. Where, get your mother, please, Liz. I need help.
Just there, falls asleep. In the morning, then several hours later, in the morning, Polly comes over. She'll pick up the deck and she'll say, "Oh, you should be more careful with magic items." And then she'll gesture, and Cuddles will like just disappear. So, she's going to examine more carefully because she kind of heard what happened, and Cuddles could tell her as much as Cuddles understands with the 2 intelligence. So I mean, she's not quite a Rothoon, but yeah. So she's going to examine, try and understand what happened to Denali, because it's also just very interesting. Are there any visible signs of these restraints?
Yes. Golden chains kind of surround her. You can tell that, like, arm movements, leg movements are definitely lessened in them. She has the restraint condition, so technically she can't move. She can't like walk, right? But she can still like move her limbs, I guess, just not in the normal
I'm just
way.
imagining like her arms are like at her side, but like you could stick a sword in her hand, like it's like glued to her hip though, so she can like kind of like swing it, move it around a little bit, but yeah, very awkward. Love it.
And you would just
Very
see, like,
interesting.
she's like tapping
She kind of
her
moves
toes.
around. She's like, just tapping her cheek with her index finger and kind of cocking her head. Very interesting. We should probably do something about this. I'll have to think about what can I do.
Yes, please.
But she'll lean over and pick up the deck of cards and say, I can keep this for safekeeping for now. It wasn't me who did this, by the way. I think it was... She taps the cards.
Well, as long as you have them at the ready. Our game is not finished. I have a gnomish ass to kick. And gold to clear from his pockets.
This does pose quite the dilemma. I mean...
Are you not a fan of gambling?
No, it's not that. It's just that, I mean, until I figure out how to break this, it's like, I can haul you along on my disc. Oh no, I can create a second disc. There we go. Because I was trying to figure out, because I don't think it could carry you and the door. But I'll just make two. Or maybe, I suppose I should talk to Harbin. No, she kind of, she mutters and it's like, that reminds me of this time with the thing. She wanders off, kind of muttering to herself, and leaves Denali in the chair.
Where are you going? And I've like tried to like turn my head, and I feel like at this point, like she's so frantic, like please don't leave me, that she would like kind of tip backwards in the chair, and then it's just stuck there prone on her back, restrained in this chair.
Does the chains? I thought there was like a time like thing till they're done. There isn't.
I think they are permanent until
cast.
dispelled, basically.
Fuck. So.
Gotta put that on my character sheets.
However, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that kind of puts a little damper on things. Okay. So, quick question. I know someone said that you guys are sleeping in the town master's hall.
Yeah.
So are you sleeping there, or are you sleeping in like Harbin's house, like in the beds in the tunnels?
Oh, I thought we were in the hall itself.
Town master's hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like on the hard ground? Okay. Bed
rolls.
So so you guys are gonna keep the doppelgangers chained up here? Is anyone staying with them?
I guess in Hollywood.
He'll stay behind as well.
What was that?
Katia will stay behind as well. If nothing else, just to keep her like entertained for a bit.
Oh no.
Rotu would stay because he feels guilty. He feels guilty that there's shenanigans led to this.
Okay.
He'll poke the chain and then he'll look at Katil. You're joining when we play. We're calling it Chances Surge. You're definitely.
Oh, is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, I mean, we started with Dragon's Rush, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's just with magic cards, I guess. He's just poking the chain.
I mean, sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
You'll be good in the chained.
You could be like me and you find out there's something chasing you until one of you die for the year.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, there's got to be some positive things in their card deck, isn't there?
I heard music for a little bit. It was like dun 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 dun. So that was fun for a little bit.
Yeah, you see, there's music in there. Can't be that bad.
But I can stop time.
What?
Well, I tried doing it now, but I don't know if I need to practice first. But I don't know what it is. It may not even have anything to do with the cards. But yes, I can stop time.
I don't
What the
believe
fuck?
you.
You what?
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I really don't believe you.
She narrows her eyes slightly, and again, it's not like malicious by any means. You will see. When the time is right, time will stop.
But then I wouldn't see, because only you would see.
Yes, but then I would be here, but then I'm not. I'm over there, she says. And she's like jerking her head around in different directions because she can't move any of her limbs.
Oh no.
And I imagine she can kind of like flop like a worm, but can't actually go anywhere.
she would have given up.
Yep.
She's long since given up. She's been in this chair long enough to realize that it's just going to exert way too much energy to even try anymore.
Right. Well, since we were there,
So
and I
good
guess
to-
we have to go and see. She doesn't need to go back to see Harbin, so she probably will wander back eventually because she's like kind of like cleaned herself up a little bit, and she will ritually cast a floating disc underneath Denali.
Yes.
So then
Yes.
she kind of wanders off to Harbin's, and she gets trailed 20 feet behind, like cargo.
I like to
Laying there
imagine
like
that
a-
her head's like hanging off the edge so she can still see. And every
It
once
is
in a
only
while,
3 feet wide,
that should be enough.
so both ends would kind of unless she curls up kind of like in a fetal position.
Well, I'm imagining she's like strapped in the chair. So like as she's like on her back, like her legs are like restrained to the chair legs, and her arms are
Oh, okay.
strapped to
Yeah.
to the arms.
Yeah, and then maybe sometimes she doesn't have real fine control, so maybe like her head bangs into things sometimes, or
So she's just like talking.
Oh, gosh.
Ow, ew, bully,
She's like-
watch the bushes. Oh.
Can
Okay,
you
so
like
with
tie some pillars around her head real quick before she goes?
with the floating disc, does that change anything? Obviously. Who's gonna watch the doppelgangers? Or I mean, they're pretty restrained. You guys know how to do it by now. I'm not gonna
Same.
cuck you guys and just like make them disappear.
Well,
Promise.
Uh,
Or-
Pinky promise. I mean, I can. You know what? I'll trust you. And if we find them almost escaping, I'll just break fake Harbin's legs, and they'll all have broken ankles.
and
Okay.
missing toes.
So real quick, Polly was gonna go to Barthen's and find some pulley. Oh no,
No,
she
we don't need to
figured
do
it
that
out.
anymore.
You figured it
Yeah,
out.
I don't
Perfect.
need to do that.
Okay.
No, she's going back to
So-
Harbin to chat with him about the disposition of the door.
Okay. So then I was going there.
Yeah, I'm
are
at
the
her
rest of you
disposal.
are the rest of you guys going to the mining exchange?
Suppose so.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
At least Polly gets to keep the hat.
Would you ask around to see if there's anyone who can help with this?
Yeah, I don't know in the town though. I mean, I'm sure I'll think of something eventually.
Yes. but
So-
in the meantime, we can.
And
ask.
she kind of wanders back, and she like, oh wait, and like she would have picked up any of like her equipment and stuff and put it on the disc next to her, and so she'll pick up her sword and be like, you can, and she'll like stand. It's like probably difficult, but she'll kind of like set her upright, sitting on the chair still. She's like on her throne on a disc, and then she'll like take the sword and put it in her hand. Oh, hello. Put it in her hand, like that's like stuck to her side on the chair. And be like, you can swing that around, kind of, right?
As you put her battle axe into her hand, she'll try, but it's
Yeah,
very
battle axe,
like
sorry.
half-hearted. It's very like she's trying to. Give me just.
Oh, no worries. Take a pause.
And I think that when you're restrained, it's the attacks are at disadvantage, right? So like she's able to like swing it, but is very like haphazard, and she almost like
Yeah.
it's like as she goes to swing it, it's like she would have like cut into her leg if the leg of the chair hadn't been there.
Yeah, see, I mean that's pretty good still. It's like I think I can probably maneuver you into place most of the time.
Thank you. She
So
just kind of hangs her head in
it
shame.
could be worse, right? I mean, you know. Oh yes. There are so many things the worst that could happen. You realize that Holly, you are a captive audience
Yes.
for
Yes.
all of Holly's story. You
Yes.
can't get away.
Yes.
So
And
she starts relating to you all these terrible stories about things that she's read about, and yes.
And at first,
As she
like
goes
for
off
the
to find
first like
Carmen.
hour, maybe two, Denali would like nod and like listen in, and after a while, it would just become very like. And she's gonna try and not make it obvious, but you every once in a while you'd see like a twitch in her eye.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, Polly isn't really even looking at her and she's 20 feet behind because the disc floats just 20 feet behind her. It's like on a tether. So she's just wandering around like talking, and because she knows Denali's not going anywhere, so
Yeah.
and it's the best.
Today we're talking about quantum mechanics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She'll expound on some arcane theories and whatever comes to mind. You know, it's just a stream of consciousness.
You
This
see, when
could
the
come in
atoms
handy.
travel at a rate,
This could come in handy later. DM, I'd like
Okay.
to do a history check. I probably learned this from Polly.
Oh. Go ahead. I'll allow it.
Yes.
Oh yes. Speaking of which, the religion check. What did she get from it about the symbols on the cards?
Oh, the 19. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of saw it in action, so you would have known that it's a deck of many more things. You would have read about this mysterious item that was
She was like,
lost and forgotten.
Oh, okay. She'll explain to her. It's like about what she remembers about what this thing is, and it's like, yeah, I kind of knew what it was, but I needed to get my rest so I could get my spells back. So I figured you guys were gonna be fine. See, look, you're okay. So, but she'll go on for with all of the things that she knows about the history of it, these things, and related stories about it, and then related stories to those. So.
And this is on kind of like the walk over to Harbin's.
And for probably a while until we get this
Okay.
resolved.
Okay. So as you guys, is there anything else you want to do before leaving the Town Master's Hall, everyone?
Nope.
Okay. So you all kind of like head out of the Town Master's Hall. The horse is kind of, oh, Bitsy. This building right here. You kind of go out there. It's nice, bright, sunny day. All the nice smells of Phandalin are going into your nostril. You hear some kids playing around up above you. But then all of a sudden, you start to hear this weird clanking noise. Clank, 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 and you start. It's very steady, like a rhythmic clash of metal upon metal, and this kind of sound protrudes through your ears, and it grows louder with each passing second. The ground beneath your feet seems to kind of thrum in time with this noise, and as your eyes, you kind of glance to the north, and you kind of see this massive figure kind of entering Phandalin. It's towering at nearly twice the height of a man. It's definitely moving with a purpose. And you can kind of see its this being's armor, like the sun's kind of shining off of it, and it's kind of like blinding people. And as he's running through the town, you kind of hear some of the kids scream like, "Ah! Ah! Mom! Dad!" Okay, and as this figure gets to be about 100 feet away from you, behind the armor, you see some glimpses of Cerulean.
Guys, hello. Can you see me? Hello, guys. I've been running for a fucking while now.
Fucking anybody.
Is
I know.
that fucking? And Rotun will run straight in like a fucking kid to Santa. Boy, you scaly fucking bastard!
I run towards Rotun. You guys can see the koi has not one, not two, but he has 4 buckets on himself.
Hell yeah.
And of course, I approach to hug Rotun as soon as possible.
The bromance.
Yeah, fucking Rotun fucking will jump up and get him in a hug. You fuck.
Hey guys, so what the fuck are you doing?
Denali strapped to the
Where
chair
have you
raises
been?
a hand to wave.
Oh wait, do I know her?
No, you don't.
We had that exchange when he left.
Oh, yep,
With
yep,
the
you do know her.
Yuan-Ti.
Sorry. Above table, yes, you do know her. She was kind of like tied up during the Yuan-Ti fight, like the session right before you left. She was kind of tied up in the forest. It was Cuddles and Rothun kind of like saved her, like
And
untied her, and
she's tied up now.
yeah, she's tied up again.
Yeah, she has
unfortunately,
golden
with-
chains, and she's restrained, sitting on a chair, sitting on a floating disc, trailing behind Polly.
I'm gonna look at Denali and I'm gonna just look at her and kind of with a very sad expression. Koi is gonna say, "I see this is your thing, being a hostage or something, right?"
No, these stupid customary card games are hard to get an understanding of. I think I prefer bone dice. But I will play again as she kind of like glares towards Rathun and there's like that glimmer of I'm gonna get ya.
Oh, got it. Anyhow, I was still chasing the fucking snake people, and I think they're conspiring to do something bigger, but fucking empty-handed. I don't have anything. I did meet this one very odd dude person. I don't know how to call him. His name is Francis. Like does illusion magic and speaks very weirdly from some kind of I don't know, different region he comes. I don't know. Anyway, he gave me a rescue rabbit, and Koi pulls out a rabbit from his garments. And you can see it's a rabbit that looks like this. I'm going to send you to the abyss, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the rabbit looks like this. He has a cigar, and he has a bottle of moonshine, which is taped to his stomach. And as Koi is showing you the rabbit is just a rabbit. He doesn't talk really. But Koi is gonna tell you, hey, he's a rescue rabbit. So yeah, we're friends now. His name is Jimbo. Jimbo, say hi. And he like kind of puts the rabbit forward.
Koi, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think your bunny is just your rabbit is just a rabbit.
Oh, what? Sorry. Yeah, he's a rabbit. Yeah, I have no problems with that. Yeah, rescue rabbits are great. Francis told me so.
Rotu sort of look up with a bit of what's the word, skepticism before he just sort of taps you on the stomach and almost routine will run around, clamber up your back from your tail and sit on top of your shoulders. It's either way. Francis, weird dudes and fucking rabbits with liquor and cigars. It's good to see you alive and well. Were you able to save your mother?
Oh yeah, my mate helped me. He's a sneaky fellow, Rotux. Yeah, great guy. He kind of helped me to save my mom. So all of that is good, but the fucking snakes are onto something. I just have no idea what. I was just really glad to see you guys again. What were you been up to? What the fuck was happening here?
Well,
Well, Harbin wasn't Harbin, he was fake Harbin. And there were
Yeah.
gangbangers, and like there were people from Neverwinter, but they weren't either because they were gangbangers too. And
the
I found a
dragons broke
door,
back
and
up.
I'm really glad to see that you didn't kick the bucket.
No, I didn't kick the bucket. I collected more buckets.
I see that. That's very good.
Yeah,
You should see this
very
door
good.
that I found.
You have a door.
Yes, it's like a shiny metal door.
That's
Come,
amazing.
come.
We
We're
just
going back to Harbin's place because that's where I left it. But I gotta talk to him about it because
well, I
apparently
mean,
now.
if I get some bricks and you have a door, we can practically build a house.
Oh, but wait till you see this door. Well, I don't know. Maybe you won't be amazed by it, but you should be amazed by it when you see it. So let me just. Sorry if I spoiled it for you, but. Yeah.
No, I sure. Is it shiny? Is it magic?
It is so shiny. It is super shiny.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you had a bucket made out of that, that might be the only bucket you would ever want.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh well, since Harbin was an asshole, now I'm glad I kind of
Yeah,
took
but
a
that wasn't
piss
the real
in his
Harbin.
well.
It was a different Harbin. Harbin's skinny now. The real Harbin is skinny. The fake Harbin,
Oh.
Harbin was fat. Which fake and Farbin, they kind of like they both start with F, so it's easier to remember them.
Did you
And the real
starve him,
Harbin
guys?
is like a rail, so R and R. So that's you can remember it, right?
I'm not so good with letters. I wanted to bring my gong that I was, learning how to play, but I couldn't find it. But next time, Katil, next time. And Koi's just gonna go around and hug every one of you, since he didn't see you for a long time.
Harbin,
And as he, sorry to interrupt you. As I hug Katil, I'm just going to whisper in his ear. Buddy, I still remember the first time you killed that guy. The amount of blood, it was amazing. You're a psycho in the making, and I'm gonna give him a big squeeze.
I didn't want to think about that, man.
Tap him on the shoulder.
I have an idea. What if we like tied Denali to Kosh? That way she could move around and still fight, and they'd like literally have like each other's back.
Or, what if we find someone to let Denali go, and Denali can drag herself? Ah?
Yes, that's definitely the preferred alternative, but until we figure that out, I think this is the next best idea.
Does anyone have a lockpick by chance?
I
I
do.
could try.
Denali's
I'll,
like looking at you pleadingly, like begging you with her eyes.
I mean, look at
I'll,
these things. They're clearly magical. I mean, you can try it. It's like, I will be quite impressed if you're able to unlock those things from her.
I'll toss Rayloff the Arden Duck lockpicks, and I'll say, I don't know if the lockpicks alone will be good though. Mostly because like of how the system works, but I believe you can do it. Matter of fact, and then he'll hop down. Actually, never mind. Guidance wouldn't work. Never mind. Actually, no, fuck it. Just for the roleplay, he'll tap you on the shoulder and give him guidance. I know you got this.
Alright. I'm going to proceed to open this. I know the DC's gonna be like 30, but I can use these tools, so it's gonna work.
And then
Sleight
I'll
of hand,
climb her back.
or what do I roll, JJ?
What?
What do I roll to try to open up these locks for Denali that are like binding her?
What's your highest? What's your highest roll? What's your highest modifier?
For what exactly? On a skill, it's 8.
Plus
On
8?
Yeah, plus 8.
Okay, just do that.
Okay. And I got guidance, so I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't work.
Yeah. 15.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
work.
don't know.
Good try. You're halfway there, my brother. Or sorry,
Yeah.
brother.
As I try to like, open it up, you kind of see me like almost kind of break it, and you see like the lock, the Nomendoc little key is kind of just broken. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Denali. I don't really think I can. I'm not as skilled as I used to be back in the day.
No, I do not think it is a lack of skill on your part. I think that
We need to find somebody much more skilled. There was this
So-
magical thing that my master had called Tuyub, and there was this lock-picking lawyer, and he could do the most amazing things. But we need somebody as good as him. Because clearly these are magical. I mean, look how they glow.
So yeah, they're obviously magical, the chains, right?
Yes.
So I have 3 inspiration points. Could I
Okay.
could I speak to my Komodo bro? To my Komodo cousin or a god? I don't know what he is still.
I will allow it.
Okay. How do I summon him? Do I just sit and meditate? Oh, I drink my water from the temple.
There you
I
go.
drink the water from the temple. Right. The water that I have from my backstory. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down next to Denali. I'm gonna drink my water and close my eyes. Start imagining the giant Komodo. Try to speak with him.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something? Does it happen? Does he ignore me?
It's a heroic point. If you're turning them in, it will happen. So you can talk to it, and he can.
Oh, great Komodo beast that shines from above, giving us reptilians the source of our strength and courage. Please undo these vile shackles. I've heard this from a poet. And free Denali. Go.
Okay, and none of the rest of you will kind of see this figure form. It's just Koi. And he will appear to you, and he'll say, "Koi, child of scales and stone, I feel the chains that bind your companion. But these are not wounds of flesh or spirit that I may mend with my breath alone. The golden links are forged from will and magic, twisted by greed. Power beyond simple healing. Yet, your heart is true, and I will grant you what strength I can. Guide your claws and mind with purpose, and together we may break what binds. But beware, such chains often have masters watching from the shadows." And Koi, you can feel your claws get this like overpowering strength, and your body almost kind of like pulls you up out of that trance that you were in, and you just go over to Denali and you go phew, phew, and the golden chains break.
Denali will immediately like throw herself at him in a hug.
It was nothing. It was just my Komodo bro. But you're welcome. Try not to get tied so much. It's not useful.
Yes, it was quite bad. I still don't
I can give you a
understand.
bucket if it's gonna make you feel better.
Do the buckets help?
Yeah, they do.
I accept your offering. And
Oh, very good. I'm gonna give you one of my buckets.
I will cherish it and use it. With
And
kind
thank you,
thought to
Koi. This is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Denali.
Oh, she was just saying that she will, when she uses it, she will think of you, like, thankfully and fondly. Not in a weird way. Don't make it weird.
Yeah, don't make it weird. Just anytime you poop is okay.
No, is that what the bucket is for? And she kind of looks into the bucket.
No, this bucket is clean, but most of the time. I mean, Polina doesn't poop. I mean,
This Is that
I'm
normal?
so glad though that you fixed this as a major. It was such a dilemma. It was on my mind, like, because this disc is not enough to carry the door and her, and so I was struggling. I was like, I don't know if I could I could keep up 2 discs, but now it's like you should come and see this door. You will be amazed.
2 discs
Sure,
is
I can
definitely
carry the
harder
door if
to-
needed.
to handle than one.
Very glad that you that he was able to fix those things, Denali. And then she turns and wanders off. She's only slightly piqued because now she doesn't have her captive audience.
Thank you both.
Yeah,
for
Komodo
your
also
help.
told me I'm made of stone, which is not correct. I mean, he's sometimes stupid. But he also told me that someone's watching.
Maybe he meant that parts of you are like as tough as stone,
Oh.
like your head.
Oh yeah, my head is pretty tough.
Yeah.
That's true.
Rotun excitedly kind of like bongo drums on top of Koi's head and goes, "Oh, the chains that sort of unfortunately had binded Denali came from a magic set of cards that we were playing a drinking game from, and what else? That you're gonna play. She hated it, but she already said that she's gonna play. We're all gonna play. Someone might grow another arm, and it's so great that you're back because now I have an undead beast hunting me down. I don't know where it is. It knows where I am. That's gonna be fun."
Oh, it's like a hide and seek game. I was really good at those. Don't worry, we're gonna get that bastard.
And also before we go, just a quick little help you out. That dragon Carlvane is being controlled by an evil wizard, Rex, who is Katil and Raylof's half uncle, who is also a wizard who caused many casualties and small genocide on my behalf in the war years ago. There are orcs, Wanti, as you saw, and other forces like the doppelgangers, all in one big clusterfuck. They're trying to stop the wizard. The wizard is trying to cause a calamity, and that's where we are now. Now we have to meet Don John Raskin and bring him to a gold mine, which I presume is for war efforts.
I'm gonna whisper to Katil, how often does this happen in Baldur's Gate?
More than you'd think, to be honest with you, buddy. There is certainly some debauchery.
The only thing I remember from all of that is that there's a wizard named Rex, and I'm gonna kill him.
Hell
And
yeah,
that's
buddy.
the way, bud.
There we go.
Ideally, I'd like to talk to him first.
Oh, why do you want to
have
talk with
be
everything we
able
want to
talk
kill?
back.
First it was the
Actually-
dragon, Rayloff. Now it's this guy.
Killing isn't my, strong suit. And he's like kind of rubbing his shoulder a bit.
No, fuck
I
that.
don't.
You killed a lot of shit.
Out of necessity. You really
Yeah.
don't have much of a choice if orcs are coming after you. It's either that or death.
Oh yeah, I remember when me and Rotun, we killed like 100 orcs.
To be fair to Rayloff's side, it is fair to probably more than the Caravane. It is, since this is his family, it would be more than courteous of us to let him, at least try and talk or try and reach some sort of resolve that he feels deeply, and then Rotun will look down to Rayloff. But just to say, not obviously we're gonna fuck you over. Obviously you're a friend. Just as it is necessity, his will probably have to be the highest, unless we can figure out some way to strip him of his magic and make sure he can never cast again. Then we could maybe consider him being alive. But until we find something like that, it is sort of going to have to be thought in a grim ending sort of light. Unless he's being controlled, then we could try and
Oh.
help him.
I know what you're talking about. There was a UNT sorcerer, and he was also casting spells. My father fought him many years ago in a battle, and he stripped him of magic. So there is a way to strip sorcerers of magic, and I know how to do it.
We could give him the chain card.
No, you just when you have a sorcerer, you cut his head off, and he can't cast any magic.
I mean, yeah, point.
They would really like this guy.
Now, Polina, the door, please. I have to see this door. What does it do?
Right, so we're gonna go back to find where she left the door. Probably just kind of like propped up outside of Harbin's house. So it's a jail door, like a grate kind of thing, welded together. About what 400? You said 450 pounds, something like that, made of adamantium.
Yep.
So it's very shiny. See, like, isn't this a great door?
Ooh.
I saw that and I thought, that is so shiny. And he had 2 of them. Why does he need 2? He doesn't need 2 of them. And I thought we could use this. I mean, I might be a little bit too heavy for you to swing. She kind of looks at the door and then looks at him. It's like, and of course, I didn't know you were coming back, but now maybe the 2 of you could. She looks at Denali, especially now that those things, and she casts a spell, and the illusion of golden chains appears around Denali again.
Denali flinches.
And then she's like, she breaks it, and she's like, oh no, that's just an illusion. It's like, that's not real, but that's what it looked like. But now, like, you're free of those, and we've got him, and you're both strong, and so you could, like, throw it on people to pin them.
Wait, how heavy are these doors?
It's like 450.
Yeah, 450 pounds.
My lift capacity is 510. Push, drag, or lift.
Yeah, it was pretty hard for me to get it up out of that hole. It was like 60 feet. I had to make so many servants, you wouldn't believe it. But I got it out. Because the stupid store was closed. Can you believe it? Too small of a town. They don't have, like, an all-night, like, hardware store. What a crazy town. Anyway,
what about a store
apparently
where
Al thought I needed to talk to him about the door, so she shrugs.
No, I don't know. As a weapon, maybe we can sell the doors. I don't know, guys. I don't know much about doors. I mean, these are shiny doors. They look amazing. But the fuck am I gonna do with doors?
Oh, can you help, like lever it up on my desk?
Sure.
No, just put it on the desk, and it'll, like, just float along behind us.
No problem.
That's how I got it out. Well, mostly.
Yeah. Koi takes it, just lifts it, puts it on the disc. Very easy. 510. Psst. He can take 2 of them at the same time.
But
Just to flex, you know.
sorry.
Hey.
Well, I mean, there is another door down there, but I thought we should probably leave him at least one, because I don't know. There was like a dead person inside, well, behind each of the cells, right? Yeah, and she creates an illusion of the 2 people in turn. There was like the one old lady, and then there was the other one with the
mailman.
Yeah, the mailman guy. Yeah, he had some letters. They were very sad letters. The people here were very unhappy, which is very confusing. Unless it was the fake Harbin, the fat Harbin. Remember? Fake, fat Harbin. And so, yeah, maybe he was starving the people. I don't know. Because he had these shiny doors and a bunch of food down there, and all the people up here were super unhappy.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt real quick. I have to leave a little bit early.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Have a good night.
Oh, you too.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye. And kind of right as
the pictures.
Good.
I'm sorry. Okay, are in the notes in collab. So yeah.
and kind of like as you guys are talking, Big Al will kind of open the door to walk out, and he'll say, "Oh, I'm glad you all are here. Do you mind watching Harbin for a bit? There's some people I need to talk to around town to see if they'll be able to watch him." And
I was just going
help
in
him.
to talk to him about this door.
Oh,
Why do you
good.
think about this
Good.
door? It's like I thought it would be very useful.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for considering what I had asked. I'm sure he'll want you to return it to its rightful place, but at least that's the Harbin that I once knew. Be prepared. What you find in there might not be pleasant, but just remember he will get back to full health, and the Harbin that I knew is a decent man, and he will help correct the problems that the gangbangers, as you call them, did to this town. I thank you all again for not only saving me, but for saving my dearest friend. If there's any way that I can repay you, please let me know. But I need to go. I need to get this done, and I will hopefully find my family intact. And he'll kind of pull out the picture that his children, I think I said his daughter, drew for him. And he'll kind of look at it and he'll say, "This is the only thing that's keeping me going now." And then he'll thank you all again, and he'll leave and start going to talk to people.
Before he leaves,
Mhm.
I'll slide off Koi and I'll say to Big Al, obviously we wish you the best and we wish you safe travels on your journey. Just also make sure before you leave, as you said, with the gangbangers infiltration, just to be careful. The people I mean, unless you know for certain there's some way to vet if they're doppelganger or not, just to be wary, for we don't know how long the doppelgangers were actually in town or who's who.
I appreciate that. From what I've experienced these past few weeks, I don't think I'll trust anyone again. Other than you guys, of course.
I'll reach up and I'll put my hand over his heart and I say, "You'll always have something you can trust. May I pray for you before you leave?"
Yes, I'd appreciate that. And he'll kind of like put his hand. You said you put your hand over his heart or your heart.
Yeah, his heart.
His heart. He'll kind of like put his hand kind of over yours as well, and put his head down.
Soon may you grant this man, this father, this worker, this laborer, this warrior, grant him rest, grant him strength, fuel his fire, his determination, his motivation, his purpose. Lead him to where he can find his family, find him to where he can bring them home, bring them safe, and to keep them whole. May his heart guide him and keep ever true, and may his light never fade. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
And he'll say, if you all don't mind, I really need to get around town here and catch everyone before they go to work. I'm sure they'd like to hear the great news about the real Harbin returning to life. And he'll bid you all farewell.
I'll give him 8 gold pieces before he leaves.
8?
Yeah. Or if are we able to go up in value? Like, are we able to basically consolidate going up, like gold into platinum type?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I'll sort of take 10 gold pieces in my hand, squeeze them, say a prayer, and then they'll sort of merge and meld into a platinum piece, and
Okay.
I'll hand it to him and say,
Fine.
for your travels.
Thank you for the PP. Platinum piece. Sorry, that was stupid.
If
That
we
was
had
really
a
dumb.
nickel.
My apologies.
If we had a nickel.
I'm waiting for Rayloff to say, "You ruined my immersion."
You did ruin my immersion.
No. Okay, he'll say, "Thank you. I appreciate this."
Paulina, I don't think you need to sell the door. Our friend here can just make money.
Yes. Well, so yes. So I've been thinking about this and I could use some help because it's like I always come up with like amazing, like super great plans. But I don't know. I seem to have trouble convincing people that they're great. So if you guys could help me. So what I was thinking, it's like, I think this door is pretty valuable, right? But like this town is too poor, and it's like obviously they need to import things from other places. So what we need to do is take money to someplace else, like one of the big cities, like Daggerford, and then with money, then have them send stuff here to help rebuild the town, right? And I think this door is pretty valuable. And in the meantime, it's super sturdy, and we could really use it, to help us defeat the people because, it's really heavy and like you tip it on somebody like a wizard and he can't get up, like what happened to Denali. So what do you guys think? Do you think you could convince him of that? Because it's like we take the door with us, then we take it to a place and we sell it, and then we'd send most of the money back here, minus our cut for like, delivering it and selling it and stuff. And meanwhile, we take it with us on our quest because it would be super useful. I mean, if there's like, like when we found the thing with, remember that the squishy slimer thingy with the gnomes, like we could have like put the door up there and it couldn't have gotten through so easily. Well, no, this one has bars, so maybe it wouldn't work so well. But it's like if there was one that was bigger than that and couldn't go through small bar doors, then that would have worked really great.
So you want us to help you convince Harbin to let us steal his door to feed his people and keep some of it?
Oh, if we convince him, then it's not stealing.
No, I'm just making sure I understand. I don't mind helping you with that. I just want to make sure I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah, convince him so that we can take the door because we can use it to help us. I'm sure it's going to be very helpful.
Just go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, I agree with Paulina here. The city is going to need some money. They will have to clean the waterways because of the accident.
Denali looks at the bucket and then back to Kosh. What the accident?
Well, the first time we saw Harbin, well, it was the bad Harbin, as I understand. So I peed in the well, but I just hope no one really drank a lot of it. But it was a long time ago. I don't want to. So, yeah.
Denali looks to Rothun. This is an example of why it's better to have wine in your water skin.
Kosh, you can't call him Bad Harbin because that would be Barbin, and that just wouldn't make sense. I mean, he can be fake Harbin or fat Harbin, but not Bad Harbin.
Okay, fat. So wait, what happened with the fat Harbin? Did he die?
He is scissoring the other gangbangers.
Yeah, they're tied up back. She gestures vaguely in the wrong direction.
No, Paulina, other way. Down at the town master hall.
Oh yeah, no, there. Yeah, okay, yeah, there. Where he said.
We have them in there, shackled up with manacles, so they're not getting out anytime soon.
We didn't leave
a
message.
Sweet.
Denali would run back to the town master hall at this point. She like books it.
Where the fuck is she going?
Oh, right.
She probably has to go to
when-
the bathroom. She did remember her bucket though.
That's very good. That's
when-
very good.
Which color? Which color?
She was tied up
I think
all
red.
night long. Can you believe it?
But she would take as she's like running, and she like slows down as she gets there, and she pulls out like her quill and her her ink jar, and she's going to like actually she wouldn't even take the quill out because that's going to take too long. So she'll like dip her finger in the ink, and then in giant begin like writing a message, and then like waving the sock to dry on the last like short trek there, and then place this red sock with the note in it on the doorknob, and then run back.
and
It's
I'll
okay.
whisper.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was no sorry. I was gonna say I'll whisper to Koi sort of what happened, and I'll say me and Denali were sort of stashing them in my in room, and obviously we didn't want no one to go in, so we put the do not disturb sign, and I may have put a sock on the knob, which we know what that means, but obviously we couldn't. We don't have the heart to tell Denali just yet, so we just said we're having it be played like it's a gnomish custom, and that it's about sending. Katil made it a little worse by saying it's sending a message, so just roll with it.
So you have a bunch of people locked there.
Yeah, we have the 3 doppelganger gangbangers in there.
Oh shit! You want me just to go and eat them? I mean, I didn't eat for like 2 days.
No, there's so
Jesus,
much
you-
food underneath the house, right? He was stockpiling a whole bunch of food. So all the food you can want without having to, without the unnecessary screams and cleaning up.
I mean, no evidence is no evidence. I mean, I'm gonna take like maybe 20 minutes for 3 of them.
Yeah,
And-
but I've seen you. You're kind of a messy eater.
No, that's true. That's true. You
And,
know, for someone who doesn't poop,
Get the
you
deposit
see a lot of detail.
We need to get the deposit back for the room.
so,
Yeah.
real quick here, guys. As you're kind of like having this talk, the door's still open, and you hear this faint like ringing of a bell, like.
Oh yeah, we should go in. Rayloff, do you think do you understand the plan? It's like, I mean, I could try and chip in, but for some reason, it's like it's completely incomprehensible. But when I explain in detail the plan, people like, I don't know, they don't seem to agree. Totally incomprehensible. Are you there, Rayloff?
Kind of like Scratchy says, I think I have a decent understanding. I think I'd be fine.
He gives them like an okay sign with their hand.
I'll take out a bag of leather jerky, like rations from my bag, and I'll sort of put it in front of Koi's face. Just kind of like when you're driving and your kid's putting a fuss in the back, you just give them something without even looking to calm them down. I just put it in front of Koi's face so he can grab it, and I'll say, if anything, we can just tell him just straight up for us to take the door. We can donate it to the city, have it smelted down, send some money to obviously fund and protect the efforts here, and soon to soldiers that will be coming here. And then, yeah, we can take the rest for fees for gear and food, and we can travel on our way. This one should be a little more understanding. The last one was a dickhole, so this one should. He should be a little more easier to convince if Big L says he's half the character he is.
I like the old Harbin more. We would just, take the door since he was an asshole. Oh well.
And I mean, it's like theoretically possible that they could like accidentally fall down a ravine or something, but I don't think that'll happen.
You guys hear this ringing? What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's
Like
probably
this,
him.
and she makes a sound like, and there's like louder ringing from a different direction. I think he might be like, I don't know, ding-a-linging or something. Yeah, that does sound like a bell. Yeah, we should go in. She goes around and she like kind of starts pushing Rayloff because he's the one that's like seems to be the most convincing.
I reluctantly go in.
Yep. So if you all are going in,
Yeah, okay.
you all can make your way back to Harbin's room. Rayloff. What?
Sorry, just to get ahead of time, that I give Rayloff guidance
For okay.
if there's a persuasion check or anything.
Okay.
He's metagaming. I'm joking.
Rayloff. You know, every inch that you step closer into this house, closer to the hat room, you're still feeling that searing pain within you. Oh my gosh, Siri just talked to me on my phone. That was really weird. Shut up. Okay. So yeah, you feel this searing pain on like kind of within you. But you guys can all go in there. And
Yeah, I mean, I'll continue. I'll continue to the point it gets unbearable.
okay. I would say it's like, unless you're like in direct contact with them, I'd say it's bearable.
Okay.
So if you all are going in the house, and to his room, you'll see Harbin kind of just laying on the bed, with a little bell next to him that he's like very weakly ringing. Oh, you took forever. Can somebody get me a glass of water?
Denali like side eyes Koj.
I'm gonna take my rabbit and I'm gonna throw it at the Harbin because my rabbit has moonshine attached to him. So the rabbit is going to kindly come to Harbin and offer himself with a bottle of moonshine. Drink that, Harbin. It's gonna help you much better than water. Water is no good these days, they say.
Thank you. I would have rather preferred this, so thank you. And he takes a couple swigs. Oh man, I do like the taste of things again. I thought they were going to kill me down there.
That moonshine is very strong.
Big Al told me what you all did for him. What are you guys talking about in here? Oh gosh, darn it! Son of a bum! Stop it! That was one session. My bad.
That's all it takes, my dude.
Shoot, I forget what was I saying? Big Al told me what you did for him and what you guys did for me. I don't think I could ever repay you. And like this whole time he's kind of just like kind of like slowly like moving his limbs, like trying to get like full control back, but he's just like practicing.
Right when he mentioned to repay, like Paulina like leans over and like elbows. Did Ralph did come in, right? Or did
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she like elbows him in the ribs. She whispers. Cuddles jumped up on the bed and he's like kneading the bed with his fur paws and like turning around and like shedding long white cat hairs on the door.
Harbin goes to like kind of reach his left arm to try and like he can barely like lift his body, but he goes to like pet Cuddles. but like he can't reach. Really.
Cuddles look very disappointed, but of course doesn't move.
Raylock's gonna be like, kind of hurt him a bit. Like, what the hell was that for?
He
Say
said
that
he
what?
couldn't pay us enough, but he can't. The door. She whispers, partly loudly enough that Harbin can hear.
Repeat that one more time. I did not hear you. My bad.
Oh, she whispers. He said he couldn't pay us, but the door. See, perfect. She whispers it, but she probably whispers actually loud enough that Harbin could hear it too. Because she's, not the most subtle at whispering.
Big Al did tell me that you took one of my doors.
Yes. But she looks at Rayloff. Well, we had to break it down because, and she uses a minor illusion and conjures an image of the old grandma lady that was in there, dead. Like, yeah, she was in there. She conjures an image of the dead person. But she was already dead by the time we got there.
You see him completely he's weak as he is, but he just becomes completely distraught, and he says, "Oh, not Francis." You have to. And then he just starts crying.
Why does that always happen?
I'm gonna put a bucket under his face so the tears go into the bucket.
Thank you, my friend.
They're there now, Skinny Harbin. It's all gonna be all right. And I'm gonna look at Rotu and make a face like, what the fuck do we do?
At the sound of skinny, at the word skinny, like he'll kind of like look at you like, what? And then he'll just take a look at his arms, and like it's like the first time he's actually like looking at himself, and like he sees the everything that the doppelgangers kind of stripped from him, and he's just like, oh, this is disgusting. Can you get me a long shirt or something? I can't look at myself.
Your finger is in your pocket, by the way.
Ah!
Oh, I thought you had.
My finger!
It's okay. You have 9 more.
And then he realizes that his ring is gone, and he'll be like, my ring, where is it?
Maybe it's on. What was it called again? Gangbang?
Farbin.
A fake
The
Harbin.
gangbanger Farbin.
Yeah. Was it? Gangbanger Farbin?
Is what, the ring on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, was the
I don't
ring
know.
on the doppelganger?
Maybe.
He was searched after we
He
retrieved him.
was, yeah, and Denali kind of lifted him up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the ring would have fallen out.
Well, there's only one ring in this room, and it belongs to me, so I don't know what to tell you.
The one ring.
Farbin.
And Harbin just kind of looks over, and is like, my precious. No, I'm just.
I think he is flirting with you.
And
To
then
be fair,
he'll
if they were going to
So-
cut off one finger is worse than other things they could have cut off.
go to like reach down. Okay, it's still there.
Rothum will facepalm and sort of clear his throat as he slides up.
I mean, like an
fully
ear, you know?
He sits on the bed. He looks at Paulina. Paulina, don't list what he could have lost.
Oh
Cuddles,
gosh.
meanwhile, when he starts crying, Cuddles is not into the water, so Cuddles runs and jumps on the desk and starts knocking papers off.
Harbin will kind of look over a little bit, like go to like say something or reach for it. And I'm like, oh, there's no use. Ah, such a pretty cat, anyways. I was gonna say a different word and decided not to.
Pussy.
Yeah, that one. And is Rayloff in the front?
I mean, I would like assume so. Maybe like
Polly would definitely assist with that, like kind of like push, maybe nudge, like not like totally like drag him, but like kind of like, she's encouraging. Wait, Jimbo. Jimbo.
Jimbo's the
Jimbo's my rabbit.
Sturger's or Koi's rabbit.
Nice.
And when Koi gave him the bucket, Rothun slid to sit on the bed, like kind of at his feet.
yeah, I think I'd be like where my token's at, in the front by the chair.
Okay. And Harbin will kind of look at you a little bit, and he'll say, "My apologies for what I said earlier. My faculties weren't all there. You just look so much like him."
Did he okay? Did he ever say? I'm kind of confused. Either like I'm remembering something wrong. Like, did he? I don't recall him saying anything to me unless it happened this session.
In the dungeon, when he like saw you from shock, he said that's not Rayloff, and he called you Rex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
That's where that session ended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's where Denali was like, we've been traveling with a gangbanger and y'all didn't tell me.
Yep.
This is where I show my true colors and kill everybody right here and now.
That's fun.
Just so that you know, there is a doppelganger among you. That was so funny. That meme. Was that you that posted it, Denali, in your channel?
Yeah.
In your server? That was so funny.
Yeah.
I kind of like that as like a premise to like a new campaign. Like, okay, you start off and like one of you is that. That's actually kind of cool. I'd like to play that, like a game within a game within a game.
Is that not
Anyways.
what we're doing now?
Somebody's always like a villain in the party, or like consorting.
Mm-hmm. I think that would be fun. But yeah, so he looks at you real often and he says all that.
Yeah. Yeah, Rayloff is gonna kind of go, none taken. I seem to be getting that a lot as of late. But it sounds like who do I remind you of if you could, elaborate a little bit more further?
The wizard that's terrorizing my town and this whole area. Rex Windcaller.
Usually I would like spiel that I'm related to him, but I don't want to scare this guy. So yeah, so what do you know of him? I just hear that he's on an adult young dragon as of late, but do you have a history with him? Is there anything you can tell me about him?
I met him once. Him and his brother were fighting. And I was one of the ones to help break it up. And the stare that he gave to me was not a stare of the same stare that I can see in your eyes.
And what were they fighting about?
That's the thing. I don't know if it's the fact that I know or if I just don't remember. But I know there was a woman that helped me break it up. And then
Kind
he'll kind of
of.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
My
go
bad.
ahead.
Continue.
He was just gonna like choke a little bit and take another swig of the
No.
moonshine. Oh, that's the stuff.
Oh yeah, it's made from lizard testicles.
And he'll take the bucket and he'll like lizard testicles. What? For
There we
real?
go. Let it all out.
Well, he'll like dry heat, but it won't.
Nothing will actually come out. Like he'll go to do it and nothing will come out.
I'm gonna like turn the cord like you're not helping.
No, I like him more when he's skinny, honestly.
Is that all you remember? Is anything else you could possibly tell me? Or is that the limit of your memory?
What are you looking?
Say again?
What are you looking for?
No, I was just asking him okay, does he ask me what am I looking for? Or is that you
Yes.
are you saying that at the DM?
That's him asking you. What are you looking?
A cause, a reason, why he has a dragon here, why he's causing havoc? Something to make sense of it all.
Now that I think of it, I did overhear part of the conversation or argument, really. It was about a child. Yes, it was about a child.
Me as like the player right now, it's like, oh no way, Rex got mad because he got cock blocked or some shit. That would be so funny. Yeah, I mean, Rayloff is still kind of confused. Like, what? A kid? Why would anybody be mad about that? I'm left with more answers. I mean, more questions than answers.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help. Maybe when I have full strength back, I might remember more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I'm gonna say get well soon then, and then I'm gonna take the. I don't know if you want to be drinking this, and then I'm gonna kind of take the whiskey and kind of throw it in the trash, and then hand him like a water skin.
Whoa. Hey, you don't throw another lizard's moonshine away, okay? That's not courtesy. Yeah. I'll stop you. I'll take it from you. Attach it back to my Jimbo, please.
I'm gonna do like a sigh and then all right, fine, but don't give this to him again. I'm gonna hand it back towards Koish.
Thank you.
I meant no disrespect. I'm sorry.
Oh, it tastes great. You should try it.
Yeah, maybe another time, for sure.
Whoa. Rayloff.
Kind of like lying. Yeah, like oh, let's totally go drinking this. Totally, yeah, sure, whatever you say, pal.
Polly gets excited and she like starts like kind of like vibrating a little bit. She's like, oh. There were other dark elves down there. Like maybe I mean, do you think there were like members of the village? Were there any like in here? Like maybe he knows, and she conjures up the first one, like the image of the dead body, like a minor illusion, like a small like statue image, a minor illusion of it. She'll pick just one of them at random, so we'll just say the first one from the list.
One of the
Like-
drow?
Yeah,
Okay. You said the first one from the list?
sure. She'll just go in order, but
Okay. Oh, you're going to do all three of them.
yeah, in order. But
Okay.
ask each one at a time. Like, was this from the village? It was like they were down there in the like secret bunker. You know, your prepper dungeon.
Okay. So as you're conjuring these images, Rayloff, as you're looking at them, you start to feel, the burning sense, even the minor illusions, like you're just looking at them and you can't like you're looking at them, they're fake, but like it's still kind of
Is it
burning
mentally
inside.
messing with me? Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, basically mentally messing with you. However, you notice on each one of these, let me I'm gonna paste you what you'll notice. I'll paste them in notes and collab just in case. Okay, so the first one on that woman in purple with all the spiders on her, she has this symbol. So the first one has this symbol on it, kind of like ingrained on her chest.
Like
She's
a
also
tattoo?
Like a small little tattoo, yeah.
yeah. The second one has this one. And the third one has this one.
Were they villagers?
And you would know, and Rayloff, you would know from your time living down there. The first one is
I know the first one's Ben Ray.
Yeah,
I forget. I need to figure out what the other two are.
The second one is House Bearson del Armgo, and the third one is House Mizra.
Okay.
So there's two females and the one male, and you would instantly know who these are. You and I can talk about it later. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rayloff is gonna kind of explain a little bit. Maybe if anybody else knows about like Underdark culture or whatever, but he's gonna kind of elaborate where, and he's gonna say they're each from a great house. If I had to take a guess, Mental Brands and a very humongous, large Underdark city. If I had to take a guess, the male was probably a wizard or a male drow slave, and the other two, I would have to assume priestesses of sorts. And then you kind of notice she's kind of sweating a little bit.
So they're not villagers, but how did they end up here and dead in his little crypt? Polly scratches her head.
And were you showing these allusions to Harbin? Like, were you trying to ask
Yes.
him? Like, okay,
Yeah, just everybody can see them.
he'll say he has no idea how they got there, why they're there. He has no idea. He's been MIA for a good couple weeks.
The doppelgangers did say that there are numerous parties and factors in play, and not everyone is on the same side or same intent. If these three hail as you say, Rayloff, with all this magic and items and rituals flying around, the Drow could have been coming up to do an investigation and get a piece of the pie, or maybe to search for their own sort of item. Do you know if there's any? I mean, as far as what I know, it's only on paper from what I've studied or heard from my parents, but you spent more time actually down there. How are the entrances and exits to the Underdark? Do you think that there are any nearby to Phandalin?
Well, they don't. They usually stay in their cities and the Underdark as a whole, barely ever leaving just to get more slaves, maybe kobolds or humans or any other possible thing they can really find. Me and Vesh did find an entrance near Neverwinter, more close up north, and they also have a major way of getting in via a thing called Skullport, I believe. I think it was in somewhere like more down south, a place like the Waterdeep, if that makes any sense.
Were any of these chasing you? I do remember seeing you and the other, I think it was a Drow, entering Neverwinter injured. Do you think they were the same people still hunting you? Because if so, that is the chance they came maybe looking for you and Vesh.
And JJ, I know that when this campaign first started, you kind of mentioned. Actually, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I remember. Yeah, okay. I don't. It was more like you described that as like more of a silhouette type figure. Yeah. Red Love is just gonna kind of say they barely come up here. They won't even bother. They probably forgot about me. I'm fine. There's just no way they'll ever come back. Not out here. I'm completely safe. Ideally, I would like to go back home. Well, more up north. But this cryovane little problem is more of my concern at this current time.
So let me get this straight. There is a wizard that looks like you, Rayloff?
Yes, he's my uncle, supposedly.
Yes. Harbin, did you say you barely recognized Rayloff from this Rex wizard guy?
Before, yes, but every hour that I'm healing, for lack of a better word, healing, I do see distinct differences between the two. But those eyes, and he kind of has to look away.
Question.
That is good.
No, you go.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go, Harbin.
He would just say, his, the eyes are pretty much the most distinctful feature, just because of the stare that he gave, or that Rex gave him.
Well, if we need to go anywhere to, well, this is basic military tactics. But if he looks like a wizard, we can dress him up like a wizard, and then we can pretend to be his guard, and pretty much do some kind of an infiltration tactic. Oh, this is what we done against UNT all the time. I mean, we had wizards, so if he looks like the wizard, maybe we can use that.
It could be useful. I do look to Rayloff. I am going to ask a question since Hardman has seen both above table. He did say that he had seen Rex and like Jurgen together. Was that right?
He said he saw. Did I say brothers, or did I say him and another person?
Because I heard brothers.
You said
Brothers?
him and another person. That's what I recall, at least.
Okay. If I said brothers, I said brothers. But either way, yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right.
If Katil was here, guys, he would have remembered the story that his mother told him that night in the inn, and he would probably be chiming in about it.
Suppose these 3 drow might have been here looking for this Rex person.
That is
I doubt it.
Well, I mean, they must come here for some reason. Shrugs.
Spot things from word of mouth, but yes, I do not mean disrespect by the question I'm about to ask. It is just a slight, I guess, curiosity. Just nothing even really to really look into. Just sort of pick up, put down. In no way do I mean disrespect or anything of the sort. I just want that to. But obviously, if you still feel disrespected, I apologize, and we can hash it out however you feel after. And I'll look to Harbin, sort of softly touch his shin as I say, from what you remember, just again, just blurting it out there, just to throw it out. Looking, obviously it's hard to look at Rayloff. Fuck it. Does Rayloff look more like Rex or the man he was with?
Sorry, rephrase.
Does Rayloff look like? Is Rex his dad?
I see.
Or
I see. I see. I gotcha. No. So like really the only thing that's Harbin will say really the only distinctive feature, not distinctive. The only feature that they really share is the eyes.
Okay. Then again, I'm sorry. I just wanted to cross that off. No sort of, mixing and matching and just.
So like above table, when Harbin was like pretty much dead, right? Like I'd imagine when you're dying, you can barely see, right? But when you're like, he got a really good glimpse of Rayloff's eyes, and that's all he could see. Like that was the only thing he could see at that moment. That's kind of the flavor I was going for.
Got you. All right.
But now that he's kind of like back in full, he's like, oh yeah, that's definitely not Rex. But your eyes are just too similar.
Now, if I could, and I know you're weak. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop.
1 second. I know it's 212. I'm okay with I will always be okay with going forever. I know some people don't. So we can continue, or we could kind of cut this off here, and proceed forward.
I cannot roleplay for the life of me today. Like work kicked my ass today. I'm so sorry.
I'm ready to crash too.
To kick
Yeah,
it?
I'm
Okay.
good to stop.
Yeah, let's pause it here. Very
we do
cool,
campfire?
Koi. Yeah. Oh, dude, you can always do campfire.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, the one time where I was like being weird, that'll never happen again. Campfire is campfire. Whatever happens there is cool.
So
Ping me though. Ping me though if you're talking to a specific NPC. Go
Or
ahead.
drawing
Still gonna be
cards.
back for good this time?
Not really for good, but I'll try to join also next week. I'll see. We
So
got
you come here with your lies and your delusions, giving me false hopes.
I mean, I don't know. We got the green paper for Mexico. We just need to wait for a date for the consulate interview, but it seems we passed all the checks to get that date. So we're just waiting for the date now and to go and finish that. So it moved quite a bit, but I was just busy with work. I have fucking crazy work schedule.
Okay,
So
yeah, it's all
happy you're
good.
here.
I'm just joking.
Hang in
Glad
there,
things are
man.
working out.
But yeah,
Yeah,
keep us up to date, man. You know, if you
For
actually
sure.
do go over there, you know, and this works out for you, like you are always welcome. You know that.
No, thank you.
So
I missed you guys. I just wanted to join a little bit. I'm not playing any D&D. Like this is the only D&D I had. I want to start playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, but like gathering people for that is even harder. I think. I don't know.
Bro, message me. I've been off from work the last few days. Message me.
Okay.
Crossplay now.
We can make a party. Sure. Why not?
Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. I thought you were gonna say that you wanted Rothune to ride you. Did...